and we monitor closely to see if things fall over. Womp womp. Okay, let me sort out my life here quickly, guys. Get that back. Get that back. Get the Twitch back. And we are back. They deserve, fuck them YouTube kids, Jesus Christ. Twitch fucking hates YouTube. Oh my god. I once mattered. I once wasn't ignored. What has the world become? Yeah. I can't imagine somebody being, you know, if you took the voice actor and showed them this and said, cool, act intensely because of these alien ships coming to like destroy your family, and the guy would be like, they're kind of going a bit slow, don't you think? I think I could have a bit of a laugh, right? For the third time, I'm in the waiting room. I've already been there. Yeah, I saw you in the waiting room. I just assumed you were still busy with chores and you'd pull yourself in when you're ready. But I will be the professional streamer and drag your ass over here, bro. And now Discord's gone. Fucking hell, man. Tracking enemy sides. Light him up. What's up, brother man?
Hello, mate.
How's it going?
Very good. I was actually just waiting to see like if you were actually ready for people.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. I mean, when it comes to this stuff, you guys drop in and out as you please. Like, I think it's better that way instead of like one more thing for my smooth brain to operate, right? So, you know,
no,
if I'm in an open channel like this,
actually reading it.
yeah, no, for sure. If I'm in an open channel like this, you know, the guys who are typically on streams, happy to have them in. You know what I mean? It's like, I think it's also better for like, in terms of content, it's like I'll be doing something and it's like, hey dude, what the fuck you doing? As a, you know, add a sort of, you know, bit of flair to the situation.
Yeah.
So did you watch this yet, bro? Apparently this is the one that doesn't have any crashes.
I've not. I watched your video instead.
What a lad. Nice one, lad. Yeah, I don't want to be too doomy and gloomy. I wanted to be a little bit balanced, but I felt like I was gut punched last night, bro. That's the honest truth.
Yeah, 100%. So, here's my thoughts on it, right?
Yeah.
I'm somewhat not surprised after some consideration about the release window. That said, 2026 does suck and just leans so hard into the it's always 2 years meme. But the thing that like troubled me more was dropping that, kind of just bitching and moaning about crashes and then just eating off stage.
Yeah, dude, it felt
like
very unceremonious, right? Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
dude. It felt like you got,
is exactly it.
yeah, unceremonious. There was no, they didn't provide any sense of closure after dropping a release date, right? It's like he was pissed off, or you know, you had to get to the next thing. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Like,
hopefully we'll get that closure tonight, right?
Yeah, I'm the guy that's always of the opinion, let the shit cook, right? Whatever game it is, I'd rather not get rushed out, make it good.
Yeah, agreed.
But if you're not giving any sort of communication as to, hey, this is 2036 and this is why, these are the challenges we're facing, these are the things that we're thinking about doing.
Precisely, bro.
That, for me, is what gut punches the hardest, because it's just, yeah, so it's 2 years from now. And I hear you on the idea of what happens to the squadron devs for PU. I'm hoping we get some discussion on that today.
Yeah.
I.e. it actually being spoken to.
Yeah. Just like guys, we hear you. Bear with us for a while. The resources will come, but squadron takes priority. Just saying that gives you enough closure. You know what I mean? Or, guys, 50% of the resources have been freed up from squadron because we're legitimately in the polish phase now, and it's only these guys who need to work on it. And you know, but I mean, this is not how business works. This is not how, you know, best laid plans, all that type of stuff. I'm sure you know you've got first-hand experience with this type of stuff working in a company and doing IT shit, right? So.
And like, so other thoughts. I mean, first thing, Fat Red SC said, "I don't care about Squadron 42, just PU." I mean, I back for the PU, not for Squadron, right?
I kind of back
Squadron
for both,
me
man.
is just like, if that comes sick, what I did see was incredible. It looks so fucking good. Cinematic heavy, yes. Full ass fucking Kojima, yes. But I'm there for that. Give me that really bombastic, like sci-fi experience. I'm down for that.
Exactly, and that's what they're doing. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it after this, realistically. But it just sucks. That's all.
Yeah.
And those transitions are amazing, actually.
Yeah, they're so sick, dude. Because like, it's like you can see they're so cautious to not cause like clipping and stuff like this. Everything must feel really good and be smooth. So it makes the mistakes all the more jarring, if you know what I mean. Like when I think there's one point where the turret resets. It's like, if you hold C and you align your turret, it's like a very jerky motion, and everything else is so seamless and smooth. So it actually, the better it gets, the easier it is to spot the flaws. And I know it still needs polish or whatever, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you have this level of quality and smoothness and amazingness, and then every instance of jank just gets all the more highlighted. So that's also maybe a thing that goes around meetings very often, and it's like, guys, we've got to sort this out. Guys, we've got to sort this out. It's like,
I mean, look,
absolute micromanagement.
CR is a
pedanticness.
Ungodly perfectionist. He's so pedantic about this shit. Historically won't finish games because it doesn't match that like vision flying around in his insane head. Like, bro, at some point we're gonna have to have a like somebody's gonna need to sit him down and say like, bro, we're pulling funding if you don't.
Yeah, I mean, the thing our business analysts always say is like, put a peg in the sand and let's move, like that type of thing. It's like nobody has ever said that to Chris, so.
Yeah. But it looks incredible. I mean, it really does. I'm excited for this level of quote-unquote fidelity and vibe to everything.
Yeah, it really does look fucking stunning, bro.
Yeah. And then regarding yesterday's panels, a lot of good looking stuff, like some nice tech.
So something I'd like to touch on. Do you reckon, and this kind of riled my feathers this morning while I was laying in bed and just checking notifications and stuff, and I don't usually like to reply to comments and stuff like this. I'll either make it a joke or I'll exploit it for content or whatever, which I guess is what we're doing right now. Somebody said like, oh, dude, get over the jungle thing. Like it was just a Star Wars reference when they showed the hover quads, the two dragonflies flying through the jungle. And I just made a point of talking about that. It's like, they showed this off. Are we ever going to get the hover quads or the hover bikes into a position where that's mechanically viable and fun, right?
Yeah.
And smooth and good.
Yeah, well, we keep joking about like ground vehicles or hover vehicles, and it's like, it's arguably a really important point.
The guy was just like, dude, they just made a Star Wars reference, right? That's all they did, right? Don't expect them to like, update hover bikes, and I'm like, they showed it. Whenever you see whenever you see anything in marketing, it's like, okay, expectation, reality sort of kicks in for me, right? And it's like, can we get this tech to work in such a way that it like, you can jump onto your dragonfly and zip through a forest and have a good experience instead of, because there should be some kind of gameplay balance there. Like the faster you go, the harder it should be to avoid the trees, but you should at least feel zippy enough to like, to have that fantasy. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I was saying it yesterday, like, give me that speeder battle through the trees vibe, right?
Exactly.
But like, arguably, I want to not be tripped up by a twig, but I do want to explode in a great ball of fire if I hit a tree. Like that, and that stuff is resource intensive. It's hard to like get in place, and I'm looking for a day where we can see that actually be a reality. Like, I don't see it soon, sadly.
They had no clip on it at the end. The dragonfly went straight through the tree. I think it actually did gigs. I think I saw that too. Yeah. In my experience, estimation is one of the hardest things, but the only way to guarantee failure is to only accept perfection. What a wise phrase,
100%. No,
Jesus.
I agree with Rob entirely. You have to draw a line in the sand at some point. I was hoping we were getting to that point. We're clearly not. In terms of Squadron specifically, we'll see what comes out of.
I mean, throughout this year, I've been memeing on like this year's the year, and unironically, in the back of my mind, I thought it was true. Right after last year's Citizencon, I was like, cool, because that's the whole thing for me. It's like I want Squadron and I want the PU. I think Squadron is going to be pivotal to Star Citizen's success as a whole. It's like the giant advert, right? It's the imagine playing. What's a good example? Imagine playing a really good Battlefield campaign, and then you realize that this was just 20% of his actual power, right? You have such a good time playing a Battlefield campaign, and then you realize the true game is the multiplayer and these incredible, large-scale battles that you can experience in a Battlefield game.
Yeah, agreed.
Imagine you didn't even know that existed, but you played the campaign first.
Yeah.
That's the kind of feeling people should get, jumping into Squadron.
Which is arguably not what people get into when they jump into SC right now.
Yeah. That's a whole nother discussion. Is what kind of bar does Squadron 42 set for the PU? I know they want to keep things pretty one-to-one. But...
Yeah. If somebody sees this quote-unquote large-ass trailer for the game and then goes, cool, I'm going to check out Star Citizen, and we get into Star Citizen as it stands right now today, they're buggering off and never coming back, dude.
Exactly. You know how gamers are, you know how the mainstream is when it comes to games, right? I don't think it's as bad as like people's perception is, where it's like, let's look at something like Diablo 4. Game comes out, people, streamers, players, they chow through the content at such an alarming rate, right? Nothing is sacred anymore. Everything is exposed. The best builds are out there. I think it's a fairly rare thing for a gamer to sit down and enjoy the game at their own pace and just have a good time. I'm that type of gamer when it comes to certain games, right? I will sit down. Yeah. I will. What's the correct word? Simply just like take the experience in and try and have as much fun as possible, right? Especially for something like Valheim, whatever. When it comes to Diablo 4, everything is like immediately disseminated, right? And to have this type of thing with Star Citizen, I don't know, man. It's an extension of our time, right? That's not something you can ever pin on a dev or pin on a game or whatever, right? But like, what you can do, and this is what I expect, is that your game is deep enough, not necessarily Star Citizen, but like the mega ultra super games of the future, right? Instead of this copy paste, software as a service bullshit that we've experienced for the last however many years, something that truly, every time you play, the way that they generate content for the game from a massive pool of potential options or whatever it is, that keeps it fresh and not just here's the wiki, I don't know. Maybe, that's super high expectation from my side. It's breaking reality in a way. I don't know.
Yeah. But so the last point that I had coming out of yesterday after retrospecting and thinking about everything is holy crap. This is the lowest I've seen community sentiment after the first day of the Citizencon. I
haven't seen any sentiment like outside of my comments from the video last night. I haven't been on Reddit. I haven't been on other streams too much. I haven't seen where do you think you're picking? Do you feel like people are pissed off? Is it really bad?
Yeah, there's a lot of people disappointed. It's not just about the Squadron announcement. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, no gameplay shown," which I'd argue, it was very light on gameplay yesterday. It really was.
Yeah.
I don't think there wasn't any, but I think it was light and didn't have enough meat. My thing, this whole weekend going in, was realistically everything for me was the second day. This is the day that talks about what Star Citizen is, how we're actually going to engage with it, what that's going to look like, and hopefully some sort of idea on objectively reachable timelines. Where do they think this is going to land up?
Yeah.
Now with the 2026 announcement, it's does that line up against that? Are we working to a point of releasing alongside beforehand to try and garner interest? It's a really interesting discussion, but today is arguably for me critical to get community sentiment up, get that real Citizencon hype train going.
Because think how did we all feel after last year's Citizencon, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, over the moon. Everyone was on fucking fire.
Holy fuck, yeah.
And they've executed on arguably enough of that where I'm they've done a pretty good job this year, but I need to see more, and I didn't get that from yesterday at all. And as a pragmatic person, I can look at that and go, okay, cool, I'm not going to get doomer about it. I'm going to wait till today's panels. But there's a lot of people just going full Doomer on things, and that's fair. I mean, everyone's welcome to their feelings.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just, I don't think they executed very well yesterday.
You can't hold it against anybody for just getting fed up, right? It's like at some point enough's enough. Take a step back, live your life, come back later.
Yeah. I think it's a failing on CIG. I don't think they executed very well yesterday at all. Like, this cool shit. Sandworm, awesome. And Nyx, I literally had chills seeing Nyx, Delamar, Levski. Really, really did. That was awesome for me. But I've been looking forward to that for I don't know how long now. But overall, it just felt like a miss.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, I felt underwhelmed in the very first panel. It felt like they were scraping the barrel kind of a thing. Like, don't get me wrong, amazing tech, increasing their densities, pushing the engine to its absolute limits, and getting these, insane jungles and stuff out. Super cool.
But it doesn't build hype.
But it's like okay, cool. We've seen 1,000 things like this between ISCs and Citizencons. It's always Planetech. Then they did it kind of, that was kind of like and then you've got that Aurora getting struck by lightning and clouds and stuff, and that was like mega fucking hype, and I think it kind of flies under the radar. But it did have a sense of like lack of gameplay, this type of stuff. They, and the devs themselves hyping shit up, and I get it from, imagine from like a Zax's perspective, where you've got this fucking Sandworm demo that you've been sitting on for how long, literally, designing these encounters or whatever. Like, hopefully this is not just, and I do get the sense that it is, but hopefully it's not just, let's just get this out for Citizencon. We'll return to the Sandworm in the next 5 years. You know what I mean? It's a tough pill to sort of, digest. I guess.
Trippy made a good point there. It's like last year's con made people expect this year's to drop twice as hard. I agree. Yeah. I think there was a lot of expectation going in. I just still think they kind of had a bit of a miss on providing stuff that would keep people's hype up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a couple of people that from actual live con that just didn't bother pitching today.
Yeah. Are we jaded?
That kind of sentiment.
Yeah. I mean, arguably one of the biggest things that all we fucking care about, like, actually, is like things like server vision. And we've now gotten to a point where we're experiencing this in builds on a regular basis. I saw a little short from Morphologist, his quick thoughts on the first day, and he apparently said that there was some other patch coming, and it really doesn't look like 4.0 is going to drop at all this year. I don't know where he's. He's there. He's probably getting some solid information.
Yeah, I'll reserve my points on that.
Yeah, and is he being sensationalist? I don't know. So you start seeing little nuggets like this. Yeah, I don't want to put too much stock in it. But the fact that it's an Evo, it's got to be the same trend where you've got a couple of early tests that run for a couple of hours. Then you've got open Evo, or not open Evo, but like, longer persisting Evos. Then you've got your wave one. So it's October. It's still possible. We've got 2.5 months left of the year. I would love to see. I think that's the kind of thing that would get people happy. Is like some kind of playable pyro for all, right? That would be very cool. But then again, my mind goes to, cool, we get pyro, we get literally playable server meshing and all this good stuff. But then what is there to do in the game? Hopefully there's enough gameplay there to keep people interested and engaged for a while. You know what I mean? Think about how many people have just put the game down because they're waiting for 4.0. I think that's a big number.
Yeah. That is a good point there as well. Like, let's keep it.
Yeah, I mean, I love all the content creators. I don't feel one way or the other. People like Salty Mutt would say, like, refrain from insulting other content creators in my chat. Dude, if you've got an opinion about a guy, he's not going to fucking take it personally. He's a big man. Fuck, if you want to talk shit about somebody, talk shit about somebody. If it crosses a line, I'll tell you. Don't worry.
Some creators might, though, but anyway. Yeah. Nona made a good point with how progress is. They definitely released 4.0 this year. I'm still hopeful for that. I feel, judging by the progress that we had, I think that there's a massive push towards that, and I'm still looking forward to at least PTU or Pirate or 4.0 and Pirate this year.
Yeah.
And I think there's a case for things will start moving quickly but today's panels are either affirmative or negative on that.
Yeah, I mean, best case scenario in my mind, the base building is much further along than anybody could have thought, and it's like worth the sacrifice of Squadron, you know. And it's like, guys, look at all these features that are actually coming within the next 6 months. You know, hang on to your butts for Squadron, kind of a thing. This is what we've got planned. The PU is not going to get ignored. You know, that's the type of stuff that I would like to hear. That would really reset the vibe. But time will tell, I guess.
You made a good point just now of, are we jaded? And of course we are. People have been waiting over a decade for all of this now. And realistically, communication hasn't been great over the years.
Yeah, for sure.
And then that just felt, yesterday just felt like a lot more of that. Where they've started to be getting better about it. I don't know. I really want to see what comes out today.
Yeah. Get your beta, chat. There's no giveaway. That's an old timer. Sorry, guys. I'll fix that now. We'll start.
There were no giveaways ever. It was all a lie and collusion. Nobody actually won anything.
We'll start up.
It's a scam.
I'm an absolute scam, and I'm unapologetic.
Not even an artist, just a scam.
I will turn off that thingy quickly. Done.
No. How many bags of salted mongrel sell yesterday?
See, like, look at this. Arguably, what you're seeing now is, you know, you've seen this before. Angry, scary aliens doing angry, scary things. You know, it's like, it's basically Klingons, right? Like, do you think that, is he T-posing? He looked like he's T-posing for a second there. You know,
No,
it's very, what's the word? It's very tropey, right? But the execution is just so fucking good, bro. Like, you can't look at this and be like, man, fuck this, you know, like it's actually so
I
sick,
remember still
bro.
sitting there like, he's gonna fucking murk that guy, and then he was like,
dude.
no,
Dude, fair, I was engrossed, hey. I was watching this, and I was like, this is, whoa, dude, I was getting engrossed, bro. Like, you know when you watch a show, like, you know when your wife sits down, I don't know if, you know, if your significant other puts on a show, and you're like, nope, I'm not getting invested, right? And then you find yourself sitting down, you know, having some of the popcorn, and then you're like, ooh, and you're like, what about her mom? You know, like this type of thing. I found myself thinking those thoughts while watching this, which was cool. So they're
another point you were
definitely
making
succeeding.
as well is like, Star Citizen has such cool lore, such fucking awesome lore, and Star Citizen, the game, doesn't do a very good job of showing it or putting it anywhere in any sort of grounding. Squadron needs to be that game that like really starts like cementing that shit.
Yeah, it's like you've seen scenes from
it's,
Star Wars, but you haven't watched the whole movie. You know what I mean?
And like watching this last night, I was like, that there was a lot of like epic, awesome stuff there. Where I was like, this is what I wanted from that like kind of lore base.
And this is going to be the experience where you're going to be walking around your ship between missions, and there's obviously going to be like, you know, data, what do you call it, like, you know, oh, add this to your Mobi and stuff to read, and like a codex, and, you know, Galactopedia in game, you know, hopefully a Galactopedia in game, this type of stuff that's just going to add. And then what I sincerely hope is that, you know, I know that this is going to be a fairly linear cinematic experience or whatever, but hopefully there is some little, oh, did you find that thing? Dude, did you experience that thing? Oh my god, there's a reference to this thing, and then there's like a side quest that you go and do, you know, like this type of stuff. Hopefully it's linear, but with like little branches out to other sort of side content that is optional, but really adds to the universe building and the world building and stuff. That would be, I mean, I just expect that, right? So we'll see.
Yeah. Also, I really want one of those heavy Vandal boarding ships now. Fuck, they're cool.
Dude. I think you guys made some comments that I missed during that. And were you just talking about the boarding thing, or did I miss something in particular? Was it like a ship that literally just, you know, reaches the hull?
It just just fires out like a drop pod, like a boarding pod that just, like,
and it's got like blades that just like
I was like,
rip. Yeah.
Fuck the Legionnaire. I don't want that anymore.
Yeah, exactly,
I want that.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah, boarding torpedoes looks so fucking cool. Also, like the Tally Squadron, like dropping all of its torpedoes at one shot.
Yeah.
Holy crap! You know,
Very
like that
cool.
again is like a big lore thing, and like that's what is cool about the Tallies. Is this whole squadron of ships that, you know, drop a wall of devastating torpedoes
And then bounce out.
And we don't see that in the PU. We see one guy and his
We
soloed
did.
ass.
The most
Redeemer coming
organic
to fight us after we take shit.
exactly, dude. That whole thing, that was amazing, bro. And he tried to like ram us.
Yeah.
You know?
And like seeing those kind of shit in Squadron, I was like, I look forward to the day that in the verse, I hope we can get there, that we have such large scale battles like this, because this shit is awesome. Ship speeds and whatever, and flight models aside, like if we can just have extremely large scale combat like this, I think everyone would be stoked.
No, for sure, bro. More homage than trope. Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, another cheesy alien story. 30 minutes later, burn in holy fire. Exactly, bro.
Fire.
You know.
Look, I mean, CIG's never been like shy about saying they run with the tropes. They execute well on it.
Yeah, I big fan. It's like if nobody's going to make the perfect alien game, at least we can go and play and walk around a reclaimer and feel like you're in an alien movie, right? That's how I see it.
Yeah, it was you the race as well. Like you often have like these big, large scale battles. It's like other sci-fi universes, and like you get like a little teaser, like like we're doing a little battle thing, and then it moves on to something else. Like here, it's actually like really like viscerally realized. And takes its time and like explores it. Like I like that.
Yeah. So this was like an empty.
I've been waiting to hear a Wilhelm scream. Yeah.
It's like an empty med pen dispenser. There's only like one left.
Yeah.
The Wilhelm scream. Yeah.
Yeah, people saying like, there's only one in there, but I think it is actually just a dispenser with like one left and it's damaged.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All the other people were busy using them because the ship was on return.
Set pieces are amazing. It looks fucking fantastic.
100%, bro.
Van Doel looked properly menacing and scary. Like,
I'm trying to figure out they're cross Predator, cross something else, and I don't know what that something else is yet.
somebody said from Mass Effect. It's like the
Tavarin? Or not Tavarin.
Not Tavarin.
I forget the guy's name, but I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's Garrus.
Garrus. Tyrion, there you
Garrus,
go. Yeah.
Tyrion.
Last one, Thunderlord. Yeah, maybe half Tyrion,
Tyrion.
half Predator.
Yeah, it has a bit of a Tyrion element. Yeah.
So historically, or like sort of, I don't think historically is the correct word, but Chris's franchises have always had like, the cat people or whatever, right? Yeah. So obviously with Star Citizen you've got bird people, turtle people. I don't know what the Banu are. They're just like more classic aliens, and then the Van Doel. I've always sort of seen them as like piranha people.
Yeah, piranha, lizard, reptilian.
Yeah, reptilian. Yeah. Yeah, that was the other thing that I was.
Like Hylia Covenant should have.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
Dude, I've got such strong thoughts on Halo. Like I completely missed the bandwagon on Halo, right? But I didn't miss it, right? I just wasn't an Xbox player, right? I was there when there was an E3 and they demonstrated Halo for PC, the very first trailer that ever dropped of Halo, and I was like, this is the shit.
Hell yeah, brother.
This is sci-fi Battlefield. I'm so fucking on board. And then I was so hyped for that game, and then it became an Xbox exclusive, and I never played it until years later when it came out on PC, and I was like, it's alright. They kind of cartoonified it. Like, I think the artistic vision for that game was very different before it became like a console exclusive and bought by Microsoft and all that stuff. Or I don't know if it was bought by Microsoft, but whatever happened. Yeah, and I mean, that became like when I was an older gamer, chilling and like playing games and doing my thing. I remember my cousins who are a lot younger than me. They rode that. They were the guys who the same as like Space Tomorrow or whatever. That was their defining, early stage gaming, right? So I can appreciate it, but I feel betrayed by Halo.
Cool. Major's on his way.
Sick,
said he rewatched the whole day one VOD before heading to sleep last night.
Oh, for real?
Real Major move.
I will look forward to hearing his thoughts. Oh, YouTube handsome viewers, guys. YouTube seems to be cruising along nicely. Sorry, Fed. Let me interrupt you for a second there.
No, go ahead.
Let me just catch up here, guys. Thank you so much for putting in from YouTube. The stream seems stable. I will not ignore you. I will make sure the YouTube window stays open over here. Let's do that, and then Spear Gun, cool. Yeah, 100%. To me, Squadron 42 is more of an interactive movie. Oh, 100%, bro. And I kind of expect this, but they're already doing like usually, the 80-20 principle, where it's like 80% movie, 20% gameplay. This is like the 99 to 1% principle. So we'll see how the balance pans out and how what the experience is in 2 years' time, I guess. Well, it's only the prologue. Yeah, and I think it is lopsided because it's the prologue, 100%. But yeah, YouTube handsome viewers, thank you so much for putting in. Fair, you may continue your thought.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, because you were on the Halo trip, like Halo was never like my sci-fi universe. I should probably give it its due and play through. But like Mass Effect was always my thing. But obviously, Mass Effect 3, Sci, and fucking Andromeda, big Sci.
Yeah.
But there's a new one coming, so we'll see.
Yeah, for me, dude, I've always been. I got into Star Trek at a very young age. Loved me, like, dude, my mom would take me to a fucking video store to rent Star Trek VHS tapes back in the day.
Nice.
And I was like obsessed. I
was a Star Wars kid.
Yeah, I mean, at Star Wars as well. Like before Star Trek, I actually had the like a VHS bundle. Like we were busy setting up the house and stuff. I was like, oh my god, look at my Star Wars tapes. And I remember watching that shit as a kid, bro, eating pizza on the couch and being like I think I rented them every weekend, right? I even watched like George Lucas talking about Star Wars. Like I had, it was fucking these movies that came out like
pod racing in SE,
before
man.
we were born.
Like,
100%. Dude, remember Pod Racer, the game? How good was that shit, dude? What a game!
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
But like getting sniped from like canyons and shit.
Yeah.
I want that shit.
Babylon 5 needs a reboot. I missed the Babylon 5 bandwagon, man. Never got into it. What's up, LT Ghost?
I actually want to rewatch Expanse so badly.
Dude, I say this to people and they say I'm a pretentious dickhead, but I'm so fucking picky when it comes to the shit that I watch because there's just so much crap out there, right? So like the last couple of shows that I've watched was like House of the Dragon, The Boys season 5 or 4, whatever was last. To me, this is like S tier television, right? And then like things like Invincible, right? So like stuff that I think is like these are arguably tremendously good shows, right? I can't sit down and like watch generic trash unless everybody's got their guilty pleasures. I've got some ridiculous shows that I'll watch, right? I'm not gonna fucking judge people, but I'm so pedantic when it comes to what I watch because I literally have no time these days, especially with having a family, having 2 small kids. It's either gaming or it's life, right? There's no life, gaming, and movies and shows, right? So when I sit down to watch something, I'm gonna be damn sure, dude. And I always, I speak to people that I learn, people that I, who I understand their taste after a while, and I'm like, okay, cool. You recommend the show, I'll fucking sit down and watch the show, right? So things like Severance. If you haven't seen Severance, that is an insanely amazing show. God, that was so good. That was like the best television I've watched in a long time. So I need to know, dude. Do I sit down and watch? Do I invest the time into The Expanse?
If people are into sci-fi, I often recommend Expanse. It's not something for non-sci-fi.
So
people.
No, but if you're into sci-fi, it's a must-watch.
Yeah, I reckon.
I've heard that this is
really
the best sci-fi in recent memory.
It's
right?
stunning.
Okay,
it's really stunning. Yeah, like it's really well done. Expanse is fantastic. I'll send you a short list of like some absolute must-watch series if time is a critical notion to you, and you just want like give me the good shit.
Exactly,
I have a pretty like solid short list of like this must-watch stuff. If Severance is on there, Devs. If you haven't watched that, everybody watch fucking Devs. That is
Devs, as in DEVS.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
DEVS.
Did you ever watch? So I was going to take Voidy. Did you ever watch the Halo series? You can't make me watch the Halo series with a fucking like if you did Clockwork Orange and forced my eyes open and made me stare at the Halo series, I would somehow find a way to not watch it. That is how I feel about that show.
Yeah, same. I didn't watch it. I was like, I could have spent that time like elsewhere. I'm also like, I'll watch everything. I'm that guy. I'm very picky about what I watch. I'm not picky about what I watch. I'm picky about what I recommend to people. I watch everything because I I'm a cinephile and I like to give everything its due.
That's fair. Super. I wish I could watch a lot more stuff, even if it's bad. Don't get me wrong. I just
I don't have children,
time.
so that helps.
Exactly, bro. Yeah.
But yeah, so I have a pretty good short list of things that are like, you must watch this. Absolutely, like everybody should spend some time watching this kind of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like Severance is up there, Devs is up there, Expanse is really like.
Did you ever watch? I forget the name, but it was like probably one of the best representations of like IT shit, right? Nerds doing stuff where the guy made a new algorithm or a new way of like compressing video data, and it was fucking hilarious, dude. And they start their own company instead of selling out to like.
Oh, you're thinking about Silicon Valley?
Yes, yeah, dude. How amazing was that show? I don't know if it finished or whatever. I think I caught up and I never continued watching, but that was bloody brilliant, dude. Fuck, I enjoyed that. It was so funny.
Where do you think the term, little bit of like random, like our lore, but our Discord server, like, why do you think I keep calling it a content creator incubator? That's literally that comes out of fucking Silicon Valley.
Yes, dude. Yeah.
Like, but that exact feel of the incubator, right?
Yeah. Man, that show was so good, dude. And I think it was the show that made the bold decision to like be very accurate with its technical jargon, because like before that show,
it was really good.
Anything that showed computers, it was like NCIS or fucking, you know, what was the other one? These shows where it's like enhance, and everything's just wrong, you know? It's like it was one of the first shows to catch up and understand.
Really good, yeah.
Oh yeah, Mr. Robot as well, dude.
Was a really good example of that. They did take some liberties for sure, but like they were arguably pretty good about it. But like Silicon Valley was just really like, as somebody in the industry, I was just like, this is so fucking stupidly like comically apt.
Yeah. That's very good. Life is a triangle. You could only have two things.
I'm basically Guilfoyle in real life, by the way.
Yeah, exactly, dude. He's the guy with the glasses, right? And he's just like he's the bus driver from Spider-Man.
This is Edmund. Yeah,
100%, bro. Band of Brothers. Oh, dude, when I was younger, I was younger, and I started to, watch things that were based on World War II. Band of Brothers was. God, I had so much fun watching that, dude. Holy shit. Because that was also during the time where, like, your World War II shooters would sort of frequently come out. And me and my friends were heavily into Day of Defeat, which was a Half-Life mod back in the days when Counter-Strike was super popular. Day of Defeat was so much fun, bro. Oh my God. Me and my friend... It's like if you played as the Axis or the Germans, you would have a shovel. That was your melee weapon. And this game was brutal, dude. One hit, one kill with the shovel. Oh, we had so much fun. You could also
watched Masters of Air, by the way.
Masters of Air. No, what's that?
Yeah, Masters of Air gave me a big like Band of Brothers like.
Oh, is it?
Feels and vibes. Okay. It's the B-52 like bomber squadron.
Holy shit! Okay, fuck. I thought the days of like good World War II stuff was over. Oh, but then again, there has been like Dunkirk and like a couple of movies over the years, so it hasn't been completely like abandoned or whatever. But fuck it, dude. If I watched Band of Brothers now, I'd probably cry, dude, because they had all those fucking like the vets talking about their experiences. Remember, before each sort of episode started, they had like the actual vets being interviewed, dude. And I mean, those guys are now probably all gone. It's like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
I remember to watch the show Hacking in the Blacklist, and it was just really recognizable yellow VMware management panel.
It's so fucking cringe, dude.
Day of Defeat was so good, Twinkles. I was the guy in that little window overlooking the courtyard on Anzio. Oh, dude, Day of Defeat, man.
Hackers was that like quintessential like, this is how like working with computers and hacking is.
Yeah, I had a friend. I had a friend back in like primary school, bro, and he was the guy that was like, "Void dude," not that he called me Void dude, but he was like, "Void dude, load up Kazaa and type in horse." Remember Kazaa, bro? Yeah, Mr. Robot. Apparently Thor, the guy who does, the pirate software stuff, apparently he hates Mr. Robot because they like literally like picked up details from his life or something.
They straight up stole like shit that he like worked on. He's the only person that's ever documented it. It's like, that's why I say they've taken some liberties, but arguably like they were really quite good about it being true to life. Like,
yeah. They do that scene that just happened now. Why? Like, obviously players are going to try and vault to that hammerhead. I wonder what happens.
Yeah.
How open is this?
They end up in space and get intercepted by a blade. Just fucking.
Yeah. Just get sliced in half.
Them. That's what happens.
God, that's one thing.
You were talking about all the Dead Space deaths. Give me that death. I
Yeah,
went to the
exactly,
Hammerhead
dude.
and I got fucking
Exactly,
cut in half by
bro.
a fucking blade flying through the stage.
Yeah, fuck,
We
bro.
are 30 minutes from live stream start soon, apparently.
Nice. You guys saw the extraction shooter that uses actual hacking in Linux to progress and unlock special zones. Holy fuck, what game is that, dude?
I heard about that, yeah. I have.
Jesus Christ.
Trippy, do you know the name? I saw that and I was like, I don't need like another extraction shooter in my life, but that was a really interesting mechanic for sure. Thanks.
Didn't Metal Gear Solid have 9-ish hours of cutscenes, which ended up being half the game? Yeah, Fair was commenting Metal Gear Solid the whole time we were watching this live yesterday. The epilogue was an hour and a half by itself, so this is an interactive movie. It's worked before. Yep, 100%, bro. And that's the thing, right?
Full fucking Kojima. Yeah.
It's not like Star Citizen has to go and copy exactly what works with most games, right? They aren't most games, right? And if the Kojima method is a tried and true, formula for success, if this engrosses people, I think it's fine, man.
I mean, it's
look at how popular those games are.
If you can execute it,
if
you can execute it, it's fucking fantastic. I think, people will argue with me. I think Chris is that fucking guy that will do it.
Yeah, it's like
arguably in like 20 bloody years, but
yeah,
he has got that headspace for it.
Yeah, we shouldn't kid ourselves, right? When you look at the metrics of the mobile user experience or like a game user experience and like how formulaic games, like the next Ubisoft game is, it's like fucking what they do. They have that process down to a T. It's like, okay, 10 minutes, exactly this, then tutorial, exactly this with these UI, this is literally what we mean by formulaic, and these games are typically bad. So, or not for everyone. They've kind of had their time in the sun. So
like,
that's what we want to see.
I don't want more of those. I want more fucking art pieces.
That's
Give
what
me
I'm
an
trying
art
to say.
piece, dude.
Realize your vision, make something special. If it's going to take another 2 years, fuck it, dude. I'm feeling less like I did yesterday. I'm feeling a little bit better. Give me that Kojima. A bad game is how's that saying go? A released game that isn't finished or is bad is forever bad. A game that takes forever and is eventually released is good. So I butchered that fucking saying. You know what I mean? Main channel started the countdown, by the way. Thank you, brother. I want to. This is actually what I'm curious about, to see this part live, because, well, not live, but in the flesh, because this is where it started to crash, right? Sick of empty.
I'm wondering if they're going to do a bit of a keynote and talk through, like yesterday or anything.
Give us closure, bro. Because I think Jared will probably comment. He'll probably say something to alleviate everybody and make them feel better. And I think he's the guy to pull that off. So we'll see. What is this actress's name again? Scuddy from X-Files.
Oh, I don't know actors.
Forget her name.
I'm horrible with that shit. Like I say, I'm a cinemaphile, but I can never remember like actors.
I mean, dude, some people are good with actors, some people aren't.
I care about like
Gillian Anderson. Thank you.
Gillian Anderson. I care more about the people making the damn thing.
Yeah.
The people acting.
So one thing that I think is extraordinary here is, and I know this sounds silly, but the quality of that hologram, the level of detail in the disturbance of the hologram is fucking ridiculous.
Kill it. Not before it takes you out. We are boarded and burning.
Sorry, I'm getting a coffee delivery. What was that?
No, just the detail on the hologram and like stuff. I've never seen that in a game.
Oh, yeah.
It looks so good. They're daughter and father, right?
I will.
I think so. I think there's a bit of a theory there, yeah.
Damn it.
He's Admiral Bishop and she's... I want to check this. Where's the IMDb page, man? Oh fuck, Captain the Vandal. Captain McLaren. Okay. I mean, it could be her maiden name. Bishop could be a maiden name. I don't know. I get the vibe that they're mother and daughter. Father and husband. Father and daughter. Fuck.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is new. Oh, no, this is not new. Or is it new?
Life support and labs are offline.
Gee, he had to pry one of these open earlier, which is pretty cool.
Disabling safeties on
Yeah,
the
so that's the
juice.
pull it out.
Yeah.
Now it's the actual dispenser thing.
Here they come.
I would have taken every last one in there. To be fair.
Yeah. Click, 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 click. Fucking loot goblins. Yo, dude, the music. Oh my
Yeah.
god, it's fucking chef's kiss. And you know what's funny, bro? Like, there's this meme at the moment to be like, wow, that was pure cinema. And like, unironically, this is pure fucking cinema.
The animations on Van do all that. Really good.
Yeah.
There was like one section here where like he started firing in one like side step. Like it looked really, really quite
Yeah.
well polished in that. But the part where he hands the rifle off to Julian Anderson's character, I was just like, oof.
Yeah.
That was the start of the little TRG we know and love. I think it's here. Yeah, they like this like random sidestep, like
Yeah. It's like locking into the animation or something.
We're doing good. We've got more tool coming.
I hope that
sorry, I
there's...
realize I'm really reacting to your stream and I don't know what the delay is.
Oh, no stress, bro. I wonder if throughout the Squadron 42 experience we'll get like a Last Stand sort of vibe, where it's like hordes of Vandal rushing towards you kind of thing.
Really expect that, yeah.
That'd be so sick. Oh, look at that, bro. Up into the door.
Nice work.
Yeah.
On me, quick.
Gedub edition is head tentacle physics. Okay, bro. I don't know what the youth are into these days, but you know, you do you.
Almost finished here.
I'm joking, Gedub. How's it going, man?
Ejection system offline.
Speaking of Gillian,
He
American
was,
Guards is a
was
fantastic
basically just
apology.
looking for ERP and Star Citizen.
I need you to manually override the door.
American
Oh, no.
Guards. I kind of remember
God.
that, dude. Maybe I should check it out.
Oh, American's God's cool. It is cool, yeah.
Give me a
Oh,
run.
Nemesis. Yes, I did.
Kinda,
I did get the
yeah,
4.0
they kinda messed up on
PPG.
it.
Spent some time in it. It was
I
great.
just need a minute to finish up.
Didn't manage to accomplish anything of worth, unfortunately. Sorry, bro. Didn't mean to interrupt you there. This is new. I never saw this yesterday. What is
Oh yeah, they
that?
cut off before it.
There's a Mobi-Glass on that control panel. Like Mobi-Glass icons.
Yeah.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, so they cut off before, like they ended after just handing her the rifle. We literally missed all this.
Yep.
Sir.
Blood texture tech live.
Love you. Just do me a favor.
Kind of important.
I didn't expect to have such a massive spoiler. And then this, well, not. I mean, yeah, you
Tell
know,
him it's all gonna
Yeah, it's
be
out there.
okay.
yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
Tell them it was a
Yeah, I need to like properly watch this because I've got no audio now, but I will
Oh,
do
fuck.
so.
Get the hell out of here.
No, you're good.
She dead.
21 minutes on live stream.
Star blood.
Stop touching her ovaries, weirdo.
I said get out of here.
Star ovaries?
Oh, sweet. We're gonna save her, dude. I thought she was dead.
Oh shit.
Fuck. Now I'm spoiled again. Like I honestly thought she was gonna die.
Yeah.
I hope they do a lighting pass on most vehicles' interiors because it always seems like it's a bit dark.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I want to see I want to see. That's one thing I'd love to see, dude. Is like, you know, your green alert where everything's nice and bright and it's like you're walking around a Star Trek ship, and then like your yellow alert where things get a little bit darker and it's, you know, you're more focused or whatever, and then like a red alert where it's like this, you know, like hectic.
Yeah, hundreds.
Okay, so she gets saved. Cool. I thought she was dead.
Huh.
I do solemnly pledge.
Is this Earth?
Yeah, and to think this is just a prologue.
Defend the empire with
Yeah. Now
my
we
life.
get a couple of flashies.
There's some cool stuff in these flashing factions.
Oh yeah, fucking sewer monster.
Captain McLaren had submitted a letter of recommendation on your behalf before the battle.
Okay, it's fine.
Mirror? Mirror's actually mirroring.
I think it'll be
2
like
years
Cyberpunk.
just to get the mirrors working.
Yeah, but you know in Cyberpunk where you go into your like habitats or whatever, you can there's like one case where you see a mirror. I think there'll be
Yeah, and
something
it
like
murders your performance. Like,
Yeah.
absolutely fucking
Yeah.
decimates your performance.
This will be your new home.
that. I mean, dude, look at that. You can, dude. Chris is all over this, dude. Look at this. A fucking character in a game putting on cloth physics, like putting in arms.
Yeah.
Like that is insane,
it's-
dude.
It's
Do games do this?
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah. That is ridiculous,
Yeah.
Do we need this?
Who the hell are you?
Yes.
Arguably no, but
No,
yes.
arguably no, but yes.
18 naked space cowboys in the shower.
Power and actual, you're clear to launch.
Launching in 3, 2, 1.
It's like, Chris, we get it. Stop. You're a madman. We all know. That's the damn thing.
Oh, that's a cool ship. This barge. I wonder what that is.
Yeah.
Look at
That's
that.
the one they kind of teased in the last Citizencon. The big things that everyone thought was going to be the Caterpillar.
I love to see shit like that because to me that's it's very homeworld. It's so simplistic. It's just
Yeah.
like a box with engines. Like this is why I also love the Ironclad so much. It gives me that vibe. You can imagine a universe where there are literally trillions or millions or hundreds of thousands of these things flying around the galaxy. You know what I mean? And they
It's
don't
just
look
NBC driven, just on a trade lane.
exactly, dude. And there's like 50
more
of them
simple.
with a couple of other ships sprinkled in between, and you've got like the sense of variety, right? This is why I love designs like this. Oh shit,
NBC
RSA
Bob's good pirate NPCs.
Yeah. RSA merits. Went to Sitcon for the first time yesterday. Me and my mate decided not to go today as well. During the day in the hall and walking around, I'd give it a 6 out of 10 at the presentation. It was is what made it worth. Hectic, bro. Okay. Well, I hope you guys had a good time.
Yeah, see,
So-
that's what I was saying, man.
Yeah.
Sentiment's not good.
People have been punched in the nuts. Oh, cool. There's little vulture doodads. Right? And he's mining gizmos. So sick. I love that.
Smooth. Nerve is traveling for work today, so we'll be missing this whole day, sadly. And it happens to be the ship day as well, which
Yeah.
there's the ship day. So I will be giving him updates throughout the day. How hyped on a scale of 7 to 33? Hype's low.
How hyped for today? Man, I think building will surprise us. I think there's going to be some nice little tidbits in there that we didn't expect with regards to building. Something to do with like the fidelity of how we go about building. Like what I put on the bingo card is like I want to see a player actually physically create a building. I want to see how that process works.
Well, it'll be a dev, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean,
High
a dev
hopes,
playing
low
the game.
expectations, I think is the vibe for today for me.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Oh, it started. No, it hasn't started.
16 minutes.
There we go. Let's just do this a refresh. Check on the old connection. YouTube seems to be holding steady. Just a quick test on YouTube, guys. Everything good on your side? Major star stuff. What's up? Thanks for putting in. We'll see you soon. Only Mr. O. Waves from audience. Can't hear you, sorry, but got the live notification. Thanks for putting in, Only Mr. O. Appreciate it, bro. Love that the terrain displays in the PU2. Where did we see that? I missed that, bro. That's pretty cool.
All good ships have a name.
What's up, Backspacer?
Mr_vertical.
Howdy, howdy.
Mr. Vertical, thanks so much
very
for following.
different levels of hype here. There's
Yeah.
a 5 on a scale of 7 to 33. There's a 5 and a 35.
And it's like, Backspace is just like, what makes you
It's not as a
unhyped?
community as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, Squadron does look fun and cool. It's a bit of a gut punch, but it looks amazing. Really
Yeah.
fucking cool. We'll give it that.
There we go. can we... We'll do that, and then we'll do some of this. And I think we're happy. Is my cam too small, guys? Would you prefer it if it's bigger, or are you nice and tucked away out of the way here? I think it kind of works. We won't tinker with that. But I'm void of hype for video games right now. Too many disappointments in general the last few years. I mean, this is the state of the gaming industry, right? There's just a couple of gems out there. It's become so mainstream and so, like, you know, formulaic, I think is the word. And I mean, this is why I've always been a fan of this project, is because they're striving to break the formula, which is admirable at best, right? So, or admirable at worst.
If Citizencon did anything for me yesterday, it gave me time to work on my fucking Warhammer minis, so that's cool.
Sick, bro. Oh, I can't wait. It's so cool being here, dude. I can just walk into like the closest shop and there's like Warhammer there. I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy.
Oh, you don't have the problem I have. If I order things from Games Workshop, like even through my like local retailer, like they have to order from Games Workshop in the UK, so like they order on a week by week basis.
Yeah.
So arguably like a week or 2 weeks before I get anything.
Gadu, I have no issues, bro. If you and Major want to put in, more than happy. Fair, your thoughts?
Yeah.
There's only 4 of us, and I think four's a good number.
Cause wants to join.
Oh,
But we're down we're down nerfs today, so
yeah.
keeps the numbers where they were yesterday.
For sure. Yeah, pull Gadu in for the pre-show, and then we'll pull Cause in when he's good and ready to go. What's up, Julius?
Welcome.
Thank you for putting in, brother.
Good do, bitch.
What's up, Gadu? Let me just check your mic volume there.
I had a horrible nightmare. Squadron 42 was releasing in 2026.
Yeah, we all had that nightmare somehow. It's a shared trauma, dude.
Oh, what?
I can't let the way CIG has handled the game lately slide. Dude, Backspace is on a mission, bro.
Yeah.
Beauty of living in Nottingham is that Warhammer is everywhere. Perpetually skint. Ah, I can imagine the temptation, dude. Me just arriving in a new country, having like literally like come here with rands and like, you know, establishing our lives here, walking into a shop and seeing Warhammer, I'm like, Claire, get me out of here. With the money I didn't spend on merch, I decided to
fucking hurts, eh?
Oh, you bought the CL with the money you didn't spend on merch. Good man, dude. Like, with the merch, dude, I mean, I like, you know, in my opinion, these should be freebies that are given to you, but that's me. Let me just turn this down a bit. That is very loud. But yeah, dude, it's expensive stuff, bro. And from what I've seen of the merch, the physical merch stuff, it's kind of cool. It's nothing to write home about, in my opinion. But maybe I'm harsh like that. Who knows? I place like sentimental value on things, right? Like we've got these kits that we're bringing over that my wife wanted from South Africa. So like we're literally shipping this stuff over. It's going to take a couple of months or whatever. But it has like, because we, you know, if we weren't doing the kits, I would never have done this. But because we're bringing these kits, I just packed them all with my old like game boxes, bro. So like the original Half-Life fucking Homeworld box, you know, all the old big chunky boxes with all the manuals and stuff in them. I'm gonna bring that up and I'm gonna do like a backdrop for my permanent stream setup one day. That's the dream. So like material things with like a sentimental value, I guess, is what's important. Merch stuff like this, it's like, eh. How are we doing on connections? Principles, man, we have to hold corpos accountable. I agree. Bro, it's so annoying that I keep using Discord.
Should I start a Belarus counter? I am still super stoked for fucking Belarus, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got our bingo ready.
Just my constant
that's okay.
flex of I've got a Polaris that costs the same as a Corsair. Get wrecked, everybody.
Yeah, not amazing. Agreed. Yeah, no Tony. I think Tony's gone, bro. I find there's much more stuff in real life that deserves my hate, anger, and efforts, such as access to drinking water and breathing clean air. Those deserve accountability. There's always another space game, you know? Yeah, it's a good point. That's the great thing about the world, is we get to choose what we feel passionate about and what we don't. Cool, Quazroni. Okay, I just want to check delay. Fair, say something when you hear this.
I'm not listening to your channel. 1 second. Testing, testing.
Cool, can you hear me? 1, 2, 3.
That's
Gaddy?
not too bad.
Hello?
From my
Yes,
from my
I can hear
perspective,
you.
so okay, dude. As soon as I talk, reply. Hey, Gadu, what's up?
Hello.
Oh yeah, it's not too bad. It felt like there was quite a severe delay there for a second. Keep in mind, I am streaming to YouTube now as well, so we'll just have to see how it goes. I think, guys, when should we start the next giveaway? How many panels do we have? Let's have a look at the schedule for this day. 4. There we go.
Hey.
Who's that imposter in my seat?
What's up, Major Star Stuff?
Definitely not
Oh,
me.
T Games and Star Stuff. Crafting your home.
I'm
yeah,
in nerd's seat today.
of the YouTube channel Major Star Stuff these days, yeah, but that's almost how you should have done it. Thanks.
Yeah, Major had a bit of a scare recently, guys. YouTube just like shut down everything, bro. What the fuck was that all about?
Oof.
Big rough.
Mr. Vertical, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it, bro. Cheers for the support. Oh, Smooth asked if you're deep into 40k in general, just painting.
I've replied, yeah.
Okay. I want to get me some deep into 40k in the next year or so. I especially want to see Henry Cavill's vision come to life. I don't know what the status is on that project.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to whatever that might be.
If we could, I
think
don't know if
that's
it's
such
still
a cool
being made.
universe at the site.
You know, it's like every
Yeah,
day
it
there's
deserves
more
to be on
drama
screen.
coming out of that, bro. So like, I don't know if it's happening or not, but I would like Warhammer 40k has to appear as a TV show or a movie in some capacity, right? Be fucking excellent. Yeah, I also
Like,
heard
fully
it got cancelled,
realized.
bro.
That's so much to draw on.
Yeah, I think Space Marine 2 was that fucking gateway drug that so many people never knew they wanted, you know?
I keep referring to an absolute catalyst. Like I've always,
Yeah.
so I've had friends and family that have been into Warhammer, and I was always like, that looks like a very, very expensive, like deep rabbit hole, and it is. But so I kind of shied away from it forever, and then playing Space Marine, I was just like, yep, this is the cool shit. Fuck.
Yeah. Anybody think Henry Cavill is a Star Citizen? I mean, he'll probably play the game. I don't think he'll play. You know, Superman doesn't have the patience for bugs like we do, man. So
He's not that super.
he'll probably play Squadron 42 and be like, "Oh fuck, I remember this." You know, when he's retired one day.
That was that random gig I did once upon a time.
Yeah. What's up, Sinri? What's up, Martin? Thanks for putting in, guys. Yeah, I would love some physical Star Citizen shit, like a fucking 3D model of a Kraken or something. That'd be so fucking dope. Yeah, 6 minutes, guys. Okay, we'll be starting with crafting. I'm just gonna run through the panels quickly. Crafting
We're
your
actually
home.
gonna have like a live stream shenanigans phase for about an hour, it seems.
Yeah. Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they start at 10. What is the time now? Okay, we'll see how it goes. So it's going to kick off with crafting your home. Explore the fundamentals of crafting and base building, including how they combine to enable new opportunities for players and ultimately create the future of life amongst the stars. Captains of Industry. This is the ship panel. Uncover the ships and ground vehicles that will serve as your primary tools for base building in the verse. Revisit a classic and more. So that is the classic going to be the Pioneer, you reckon?
I don't know. I keep saying Pioneer, but I can't think of anything else. I know Nerve's been saying Orion.
Ooh, possible.
No
But
more
they-
predictions. No more predictions from my
That's-
side.
Yeah, they fucking sandwormed us yesterday, so who fucking knows?
True, bro. We all got sandwormed, and it was a delightful
We did. It
sandworming.
was like, cool.
Yeah.
By 2026.
Have I seen the Lego Hammerhead? No, I've not. I do love me some Lego though.
What
and then
about the Odyssey?
the Odyssey?
Yeah, what type of ship exactly is it?
Exploration. I
Because-
think it sits so like squarely under exploration. I don't think we're going to see the Odyssey.
Okay.
Odyssey is the everything ship, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks sick.
And then we close off with The Stars, My Destination, which to me sounds like a reference to the three-body problem. Star Citizen 1.0, PvP, PvE, non-combat. What type of game is Star Citizen? No one knows. If you want answers, join us as we outline our high-level overview of Star Citizen 1.0 and what our intentions are for our epic shared universe. That is going to be the highlight for me, dude. 100%.
Yeah.
Base building is going to be cool and stuff. It's probably going to blow my socks off, but that is where my meat is.
I really hope they don't just talk about it. I hope they do give us, show us some tangible stuff.
Oh.
But then again, that might be hopium.
I was pleasantly surprised throughout the weekend. Like, as soon as I said, like, oh man, they're not going to show us this thing, and then Chef Fair was like, let them cook, and then we saw Castra physicalized, rendered and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's more of that, but
sandworm.
that's contrasted with the sandworm, where it's like, cool, here's the sandworm, and then I was literally sitting there going, okay, cool, show us the pyro crab, show us other things that are of the same scale and in-game, in-engine, right? And unfortunately, that all seemed very concept-y, very far away, so...
But the thing is, in the Squadron trailer, for example, there is an animal that we haven't seen. And it's like, why didn't they showcase it there? They might as well have... So they have other fauna. Yeah, like a little reptilian looking.
There has to be, when it comes to fauna especially, I think there has to be a degree of surprise, right? They tried, not that they tried to keep the Copion and stuff under wraps, but God, dude, imagine playing this game and, wreck diving is more interesting or whatever, and then a literal fucking Star Citizen version of a xenomorph is chilling on that ship, and you didn't know that existed. That is the experience that we're robbing ourselves of by covering this game in this way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see we've got Cause in waiting room. He is deafened, however, so just waiting for confirmation he's ready to be pulled in.
Cool. I need to check Discord quickly, which is fucking gone as usual.
Okay, Cause is ready. Everyone say hi to Cause Ronnie.
What's up,
Cause?
Good morning, gentlemen. I hope you have a pleasant morning.
Yeah, it's been alright so far. Woke up, got coffee, and now I'm here. Yeah. Pretty hyped for day 2. Not as hyped as I could have been, to be honest, thanks to Chris and his insane dick punching skills.
Yep. God.
And not the good kind where you get punched over and over again. It's the bad kind when you get
Chris
just
Robert
punched
G's
once.
dick punch are very effective.
Yeah. God.
Galaxy release. I mean, that's a good point, right? RSI capital ships. We should technically be seeing more of these. Because, I mean, they've been, the prioritized development thing. Unless it's just the Polaris that they've managed to, sort of make progress on. Who knows? I think with engineering, the components for the ships need to be real big. Only able to move with a big boy tractor beam gun. Some of the current ship components are the size of a car battery. Yeah, I mean... Actually, do you think we'll see much engineering-related stuff in the Captains of Industry sort of panel? I really fucking hope so.
Maybe, I don't know.
What's up, McGregor?
It would be cool, though.
Yeah.
Well, definitely cool, yeah. But need some proper end-game content or long-term content.
Yeah. Okay, let me see if I can finagle this. Pop out chat. Sick. I'm just making this so I'm less inclined to ignore YouTube chat. It's nothing against YouTube and some viewers. It's got everything to do with my setup.
Continue to ignore Twitch chat.
I'm too stupid / lazy to combine everything into one easy to read chat, which is probably going to be very simple. It's just doing it is the thing. Okay, 30 seconds, guys. Let's fucking go.
Hell yeah.
I bet you 100,000 credits in game that the count is going to reset. Who's taking that bet?
We already written off technical issues on taking that bet.
Oh, that's why I was trying to access Discord. Where the fuck is Discord? Discord's just gone, bro.
Jared!
Doesn't exist.
It is Jared. Oh god, am I delayed?
Hello, everybody.
Sorry, C-Tag, I'll check just now.
Citizencon. I'm your host, Jared Huckabee, and we're back. We're back here in the UES Barbary, otherwise known as Hall B, otherwise known as Manchester Central, otherwise known, and this is where you're all going to cheer, as Citizencon! Honestly, people ask what the better parts of my job is, and being able to just do some call and response with the crowd is probably it. Watch, I'm going to do it again. At Citizencon!
Deflated, correct.
That's really quite cool. We are here in the general lounge of the UES Barbary, where I'm going to be sitting for most of today, because if you watch day one, I made an ill-fated decision during the pre-show yesterday to attempt physical movement of any kind.
To move fastly.
Generally, I'm against it. If you consider physical movement of any kind past the age of 40, don't. But if you have to do physical movement at any point after the age of 40, my recommendation is to stretch at least once
couple years time,
in
we're going to be in
14
fucking
years.
walkers, bro.
So yeah, we're here on day 2. Let's go over a little bit of day 1. Day 1, we saw the Brave New Worlds Genesis presentation. It was a fantastic look at all the new Planet Tech tools that will allow us to build planets like the newly revealed Castor Sherman. We checked in with the organization presentation. I know it's a social and universe, and it had all kinds of stuff, the party chat and all that stuff, but really for me, like, I was there in 2014 when and met Benoit for the first time when he did the very first organization and presentation. And for the last 10 years, every other time I see that man, I'm like, when, Benoit? When's our time? When are the orgs coming to the game? And to know that they're finally in active development on their way to the Precision Universe is one of the more exciting things about Star Citizen for me. It's just, you know, we're all in these orgs. Everybody's in an org. There's med runners over there. There's ADI over there and stuff like that. But that's outside the game. To finally get these orgs inside the game is a major milestone that I've waited for so long. And yeah, it's not happening today or tomorrow, but it is in active development. We'll have more updates on that when we do our other shows, the ISC and the SEL, over the remainder of this year and well into next year. Then we had that cosplay contest. Who actually won? Who won the cosplay contest? It was that giant Pico, right?
Well into next year.
I forgot to check. I was unfortunately doing some other stuff, but I hope it was the giant Pico that won. But of course, Ken Shadow, last year's winner, was back and everything. I haven't seen Ken Shadow. Ken Shadow, are you in the building? Ken Shadow, if you're in the building, come find me in the general lounge. And then, what was it? Dress to Kill, finally making good at all those armor specializations. No, don't take my water. I need my water. You just don't bring back my water. I don't mind if it's a shot I have to drink.
Those are the same water bottles.
Took my water away. But the return of the Valakar Sandworm. We've been waiting for that since 2016, and I'll tell you, we did several playthrough tests over the last couple of years. Okay, they really wanted to move it out of shot, so I'll move it out of shot. Watching that thing in action, the players play it, it is devastating. It is deadly. It needs a lot of tuning. And
talking about the Sandworm.
I'll give you a little BTS. There was one playthrough that we couldn't use any of the footage from because its projectile spit was bright white.
That's in the first build where we get the Sandworm.
I want to elaborate on that. Use your own minds to wonder why we didn't use that. And then, of course, the Beyond Pyro presentation, where we finally got confirmation that Nyx is our next system, and the reveal of the Castor system pre-production. I'm going to talk, Ian, I know you watched the show. That's pre-production? Are you serious? Like, I've never seen pre-production look quite so good. So yeah, we're all really excited. And then, of course, the Squadron demo. Who saw the Squadron presentation?
One into next year. Could go either way, but
so
it was all screenshots.
I've been with the company for about a decade now.
Probably right.
And for the first 9.5 years, I made myself a rule that Squadron I wasn't going to pay any attention to. I never went to the meetings. I didn't let people tell me about it. I wanted to preserve that for myself as a fan. And then several weeks ago, we started playthroughs of that. And I often say we have the same conversations you guys do. We have the same reactions you guys do, just a few weeks early, and that was very much what happened with the Squadron presentation. We'd get these big reviews in the studio, and we gather everybody, so everybody could watch the playthrough on our big screen in the studio, and everybody could take notes about everything that needed to be adjusted and stuff. And it's been a heck of an experience over the last 2 months, really dialing that in and get that down. And despite the crashes that happened yesterday, a full, brand new playthrough is available on YouTube now. Rich Tyrer.
When they done that, bro?
I don't know if I'm supposed to share this, but I'm going to share it. Rich Tyrer left here, went straight back to the office, straight back to his computer, fired that thing up, and just played it, start to finish, 75 minutes without issue, recorded it, gave it to us, and said, get that on YouTube now. So, Rich Tyrer, fantastic player. Everybody, a round of applause for Rich Tyrer, please.
I kind of resonate with him right now, because after the Citizencon, I looked on the video, so it's like...
And I'm going to say that goddess difficulty is no joke. Over the last 2 months when we were doing our weekly reviews, we had lots of players. Shout out to Tommy, who would play during these reviews and stuff. And Rich is an exceptional player at that. Those Vandal who were charging around McLaren were super lethal. And the turret section has full Maelstrom destruction, so a lot of folks who were playing it, the turret would just explode. And yeah, he fell down at the end, but other people would just explode out into space and have to restart. So, Rich, you're a decent game director, but you're actually a really good player.
How much of that thing's projectile
is difficulty look easy.
Like a physical object in your ship versus it's a projectile. Like a
one of the cool aspects of Citizencon every year is that every time I walk past somebody, it seems like they hand me something and are like, "Here, Disco, pizza. Put this in your pocket." And this is a collection of the things that I've been handed over the last 24 hours. We've got these are pins from an F-35 ejector seat. Is it F-35? I can't remember if it's an F-35 or an F-18. I know those numbers are not remotely close, but I'm very tired. But these were pins from an ejector seat. We've got a bottle opener. You can never come to a Star Citizen event without somebody handing you a bottle opener. Challenge coins. We talked about challenge coins last year. Atlas Defense Industries. This is one from Citizencon this year. Different orgs. This was somebody's personal giant challenge bar, I guess. I'm not. These are all metal. These are really nice. And then patches. We love patches. Both Tyler Wicken, shout out to Tyler Wicken. Both Tyler Wicken and I have a huge board in our office where we collect all the different patches that folks give us. We've got Bar Citizen patches from all over the world, including one of my most cherished, a patch from Bar Citizen Iraq, where it was just 4 enlisted servicemen having their own Bar Citizen quite a few years ago. And then there's some curiosities,
like a little 3D printed box of maize, and then inside is like cocaine or something.
I don't know. I asked him what I was supposed to do with this, and he handed it to me. And he said, "Put it in your mouth." I understand that's what a poo lolly is for, but we'll do that after stream. Maybe. And then, of course, shout out to the Med Runners. I'll tell you, Med Runners, one of our favorite orgs in the game, dedicated just to helping other people. I ran into the Med Runners at breakfast this morning, and because I had a long, painful walk into the studio, they literally put me in their car and drove me to the event today. So shout out to the Med Runners, helping people in the game, helping people out of the game, doing the kind of things that we love. So, and this, this was very cool. I don't know what this says. I think this is the manufacturer. I think this is the manufacturer name. This is Gatak or I can't think of the name of the other one right now. And then this weird Copion thing. So how are we doing on time? Oh, the time's not up there. All right, so one more thing we do before we throw it to Dan and Sam. I wanted to do, back in Citizencon, our first digital Citizencon in 2021, I made the mistake of reading online comments after the presentation during the show. And there's nothing I like more than repeating the same mistakes of the past. So our lovely social media team, shout out to Galactica and Mickey, put up a thread asking for your comments about day 1 of Citizencon, and let's go through and see some of what people said. Citizen of the Verse said, Castra, my new home. Lovely picture of Castra there. We've got Serious Fun says he loved the PU, that the PU got clarity on its next two systems, and that the visual fidelity of Squadron 42 is off the charts. Oh, and that Zeus bomber jacket. I'm not wearing mine today. Who's got that Zeus bomber jacket on? Somebody come over here. This thing is amazing. I want to shout out two members of our marketing and merchandise team, Mandy
Salty
and
Mike
Kat,
merch.
who led the charge to get the coolest jacket we've ever made, based on an authentic M1A jacket. Again, Mandy and Kat. If you see them over at the merch booth, tell them Jared sent you. Tell them how much you appreciate their work on this. They're responsible for all the merch at this year's Citizencon, and I've been to 10 of these things, and I feel like this is the best merch we've had. I'm wearing the new blackout hoodie today, and this is a really great material. This is comfortable. This is going to become a new daily driver here. Okay, that's enough shilling for the merchandise. Rick Rate says his favorite thing
Hopefully
was
this
the
is not
worm
Bethesda
and
bag
Sherman
quality.
and this handsome guy, and there's a gif of Henry Cavill. There at the beginning of our Squadron 42 demo. Let's see. Cosmic D says he loved the dynamic weather demo. All right. Do you know, making videos for Star Citizen is hard. Making videos where the environment is actively trying to crack you is very, very hard.
Was that
like,
an
none of that was
intentional
faked. We got our poor guys, they got into that Zeus and took off, and you saw how it struggled to lift.
Weird.
That wasn't
Yeah.
fake. That was the actual dynamic weather system pushing
It sounded
down
like
on the
a
ship
sensor,
and
yeah.
saying, no,
Yes,
you ain't
demonic.
taking
Pull
off.
the all-nighter,
and then
bro.
they managed to get it off, and then managed to fly in a straight line and stuff like this. Is that for me? Oh, they want me to wrap up. How rude.
That's very rude.
All right,
Stop
so
Bukaki.
we'll read one more comment, and then we'll pass on. We're not going to read that one. We're not going to read that one. You don't even know my mom.
Oh, the afternoon is all esports, yeah. So like it ends. I thought that the Citizen Hall would be about 6 hours or 4
Uplink
hours.
says, my favorite part was when the
it's short enough for them.
sandworm said, it's sandworming time, and then sandwormed all over those guys. We remember it exactly the same, Uplinks. All right, so that does it for me.
We didn't talk
I'm going to
about
throw it to
2026.
Dan and Sam, who I believe
Squadron
are over at the
2026.
sim pits, and see what kind of hijinks they're getting into. Guys?
Hi everyone, welcome back to Citizencon Day 2. Woo! I'm Sam, and if you didn't meet me yesterday, I kind of do some voices and stuff. I also flew a carg. But I am supposed to be here with Dan, and for some reason he's not popping up like he did yesterday. Hang on. I think I can smell incompetence.
You need sleep, demonic.
Oh, Dan, there you are. Are you doing okay?
Skill issue.
No, I'm not doing all right. Look at this. I'm keep blacking out.
Dan, I don't think you should try playing this game.
I don't think I should either, but it's so fun. If you guys are here on the show floor, these Monster Tech sim pits are really haptic. My ass
Guys,
is
I'm
vibrating right
not
now
gonna lie,
with
bro,
the
I'm
ricochet
struggling.
of bullets hitting my rear.
Dan,
I'm struggling, guys.
shall I take over for you?
Be nice.
Please take over.
Okay, maybe I'll give him a break. Come on, Dan.
All right. Help. Thank you. Turns out, not very good at video games.
Arguably
And
doesn't
Sam's
go well.
really good at video games. So this is going to go well. Yeah, let's see you get in. All right, well, maybe it's not so easy. Maybe it's not so easy. To be fair, I left you in a pretty shit situation. You were set up for failure. Come follow me. We're going to move away from my abject failure as a video gamer for a moment. Hi, guys. Welcome back to Citizencon
We
Day
got that
2
instead of
here at
Jared talking
Manchester
about
Central. We're so
2026.
happy to have you back. Like Jared said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the panels yesterday. We covered a bunch of stuff yesterday, but don't worry, there's still a bunch more for you guys to check out today. Between ships, between base building, between the road beyond, there's still a bunch of stuff for us to cover.
Yeah,
As you can see, we are here in the general lounge here at the show floor, Hall B. Here at Citizencon, let's take a look. As you can see, we have our lovely
Smooth, there
Hornet.
was
We
literally
have
a guy
our
in chat saying, oops, whoopsie,
players just chilling out, maxing, relaxing on some.
Sorry, guys, I fucked that up.
started making trouble in the neighborhood.
It was literally guys from South Africa who aren't going to day 2. They went all the way to Manchester. They're not going to day 2 because they're like, fuck
We
it.
said Squadron 42 release date 2026. Who is hype about that? Awesome, guys. We are going to be covering a bunch of stuff here today. We have a bunch of community booths still to cover. We have some awesome models to show off here on the show floor as well.
Hungover as well.
There's
Everybody
still
drank
so much
very
more to
hard
cover,
after
and I'm
yesterday.
really excited. We only have a little bit more time together, though.
2026.
I want to make sure you
Can't
guys
blame
are
them,
taken
can
care
you?
of, and hopefully you guys
Nope.
are having just as much fun watching the show as I am running it. Now, as you can see, we have our themed stuff. We didn't really get into the theming last year. I want to get down into sort of the micro this time. So let's take a look at the outside of these booths. As you can see, we have Bioticorp Waste. We have the
literally
Robert Space
scraping the
Industries.
bottom
Come
of the
follow me a
barrel
little
right
bit. We're
now.
going to go a little bit into the community booth area, just a little bit. As you can see, we have this problem in the verse as well. Get a look at that. People just stacking up their med boxes.
We see this yesterday.
Wasteful. Wasteful.
No.
For shame.
That's cool.
Throw it away.
Okay.
Littering. Hi, guys.
Mongols did.
Come follow me. We're going to make our way out. Hi, everybody. We're making our way through.
How come they didn't show each booth?
Guys,
That
it
seems
has
like a
been
waste of
such a
opportunity.
pleasure to be back at Citizencon. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Dan Halbrick. I'm the community producer here at Cloud Imperium Games. I produce our community managers. That's Jake Acapella, that's Freya, that's Christian, that's Ulf, that's
Damn, that
Niku,
one looks
all the
cool,
people
though.
who you guys interact with on Spectrum, on Twitter, X, who cares what it's called these days. I help
Nobody
produce
says
those guys
X,
and
bro.
make sure they're giving you guys the
Yeah.
up-to-date information, chatting with y'all, and
X
it's been
gonna
such a
give us
pleasure
guys
getting
that just
to
trying to eat.
actually get to know you guys as
Excrement,
well. You
maybe,
guys have
yeah.
been so amazing here at Citizencon this year.
Yeah, is that the cosplayer?
Yeah.
We're just making sure that we catch as many people here on the show floor as possible. In case you guys didn't check this out yesterday as well, we have the Addison Lounge. The Addison Lounge is a place just like the General Lounge for you guys to chill out. Make sure you guys are getting a drink.
Ass Lounge.
If you guys have a VIP ticket, you guys have special access to bar and refreshments here as well. You guys don't have to wait in the long line. Make sure you guys are checking that out as well. Yui, thank you for your service.
I feel like it's a lot
We
harder
have
to make
that
a convincing
huge
space
United Empire of
with
Earth
this style
timeline
rather
as
than,
well,
like, Pyro.
going all the way back to
Yeah.
2137
Because
to the
Pyro's, like,
pretty
grungy
near
and
recent
detailed,
future of
right? This has to
2950.
be
It's only 4
clean.
years ago
Yeah,
since
exactly.
our in-lore world.
For
And
Pyro,
I
you
think
don't
that's pretty
have
much
to
it.
change
I mean, obviously we have the
much
Hornet. We've covered
Manchester,
that
I
in
guess.
depth, so I'm not going to cover it. But still, it's pretty cool. Now, I think
Exactly.
we're
Clean it
ready
up
to
a little
throw
bit
over
today.
to our first presentation. So we're going to throw it back over to
improvement.
Jared. We'll see you guys later for some more community booth stuff. I'll see you guys later.
I've never been
Thanks
to
for
Manchester.
watching.
I can't comment. I really wonder why they didn't go through all the booths, like individually.
Now
Yeah,
I'm just
I
hydrating
don't
on
know.
camera.
Weird one.
Just
They're scraping the bottom of the barrel when the
Yes,
barrel's full of
it's,
stuff.
just doing its job. We are backstage
very
now.
empty.
This is an area that we don't usually get to see at
Yikes.
Citizencon. This is the backstage area where the nerve center of the entire live stage show here. These are the folks who are working tirelessly to make sure that all the right slides go on screen, all the right videos play, all the right sounds play. Hey everybody, how you doing?
Wow. No,
Buddy, just check.
As you can see-
Message for you.
As you can see, they're very, very focused. You excited to be here?
Discord, it's just disappeared.
Consummate professionals dedicated to doing their job. Hey, how am I doing? My mom likes what I do. All right, so guys, that's it for the pre-show. We're about, what time is it? How much time we got? We're about, oh, that's not even my clock. We're about 10 minutes away from the proper start of day 2. So we're going to take a break here. This is your last chance to get a snack, get a drink, go to the bathroom, kiss your loved ones goodbye for the next 4 to 5 hours as we present day 2 of Citizencon. It's a different beast. Yesterday was the universe that we create. Today is dedicated entirely to the destiny that you're going to build. So stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss it, and I'm really, really excited about today. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in about 10 minutes, everybody.
I don't think we didn't catch any ads. There we go. Guaranteed no ads. Thanks, Major, for the heads up there. Okie dokie. Sorted. Now you still can tell there's so much less people. Do you reckon? I don't know about this hall. There seem to be a couple of empties. It's hard to tell.
I mean, it feels more full when they're all in one place.
Yeah. But that other place is definitely emptier. But everybody's hungover, right? Oak's gonna be rocking up late. That type of shit.
Yeah. I think it is pretty crazy to pay the full amount and then just go one of the days.
But imagine also paying that much money to get disappointed by like a thing that you really like. Dude, it was...
Yeah, 2026. Fucking hell.
Pretty... a lot of people did not expect such a big delay, right? I mean, Fair was saying his sort of... The sentiment that he's gathered just from his perusing the internet is that it's all-time lows, bro.
Damn.
Don't worry,
they better knock it out of the park.
The general cycle of Star Citizen, you know, like it always eases off in terms of like coming up to Citcon.
Sure.
But then Citcon is this huge like rise in interest and vibe again. It doesn't feel like it's happening.
I thought it was like $600 for a ticket, bro.
How much is it?
Oh, $350 and $250. I thought it was more.
Oh, it is ship giveaway time. Running later.
Correct. It is ship giveaway time indeed. Let me sort that out quickly. Okay. Giveaway. Turn that on a little bit.
All good ships have a name.
Hawthorne 87.
And that's the thing, they were also hyping this up as the biggest Citizencon and everything, even whilst here. And yet people are, you know...
Like, the show's not empty.
No, yeah. But
okay, ladies and gentlemen.
The hype and the sentiment.
We have a Citizencon 2954 giveaway Drake Cutter. No skin, just lifetime insurance and the Star Citizen digital download. I will make the giveaway go live in...
No skin, unacceptable.
Well, better than the Halloween skin.
And
little scam.
1. The giveaway is live. Exclamation mark ticket. I think you can enter a maximum of 10 tickets. Oh, no, you can buy 10 tickets per entry or something like that. But it's only 1 entry per person. Cool. Oh shit, why streaming is timing people out?
I've been timed out.
I haven't fucking touched anything. Why is it doing this now?
Oh,
Jesus Christ. I wonder if Nona changed some settings. Oh my god. Gar McGregor, unfortunately, the giveaway's only on Twitch for now, man. I'm so sorry. I don't have anything that works with YouTube's viewership at the moment. But feel free to put into Twitch and exclamation point ticket. But it seems to be like timing people out, so fuck. It's only 30 seconds, so I think we'll let it slide for now.
Though, yeah.
Damn it, I wonder if Nona tinkered with some settings. I'm just gonna blame him.
I recommend going via the stream elements link and doing it manually.
Yeah, maybe that's a good workaround for now, guys. Sorry about that. There's always something, bro, that just fucking occupies my attention. But there's a lot more entries now than there was yesterday, so that's cool. But it only seemed to time out Gadu and Greater and Rolf and Thunderlord.
Ships have a name.
The
Nobody else
Is that a raccoon I see in chat?
What's up, raccoon?
I don't know.
The Rebel Turtle, thank you so much for the prime
100.
set. Can I time out myself?
All good ships have a name.
Bob87.
Spam in chat.
I don't. Rolf, try exclamation point tickets 10. Because there's a disparity between the stream elements points and the handsome viewer points. It might only start ticking once the thing goes live. I have no idea how this works, man. Oh, I'm sorry, bud. I need to spend some time tweaking this giveaway thing.
Gadu, how about this? If either you or I win, we're going to forward the cutter to one of your or my YouTube subscribers.
Nice.
How's that for starters?
I mean, I was just gonna give it to a friend that doesn't have it yet, but we can do that, yeah. we win the giveaway and we do another giveaway with it.
Yeah, it does seem like too many people cannot enter, guys. Maybe we kill this one, and let me kill this giveaway and figure out this thing properly, and then we will.
Yeah, makes sense. You've only got
giveaway.
2 ships to give away today, right?
Yeah, exactly. So no
Yeah,
giveaways today,
we'll
guys.
call
Sorry,
it
it just seems too many people who definitely should have points are just not able to enter. So it wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be cool. It wouldn't be great. Apologies to those who were able to enter, but let me rather do this properly, sort it out eventually, and then maybe a stream later in this week we'll do the giveaways. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. You may now all leave. Robin, Thievin, Pirating, and Maze, and still no adult-themed bar with scantily clad space workers where one can spend their hard-earned loot. Yeah, bro. The future's bleak. Wow, they like rushed Jared to give us this amazing B-roll.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chris is just wandering around going, where the fuck is everybody? What did I say? Was
Trying
something
to
I
get everyone
said?
into seats again.
This is bullshit. Was it something I said? Fuck.
All good ships have a name.
Dangerous Daft.
Dangerous Staff, thank you for the follow.
All good ships have a name.
Vanagan.
Vanagan, thank you for the follow. And everybody else that I missed. Bob87, the Rebel Turtle. Thank you guys for the follows. I don't know if I caught your prime sub. Thank you so much, Rebel Turtle, for the support. Appreciate it,
Username
brother.
for giveaway.
Username for giveaway, thank you for the follow. Username for giveaway, that's hilarious. Sorry about the giveaway's over. I'm sorry. You like went and created a Twitch account and everything. I'm the worst fucking streamer. Yeah, we will continue the giveaways later in the week in another stream.
Luzgarn.
Bodhi, had you finished going over the panels for today, or
yeah, we did have a quick squiz. We're all chomping at the bit for crafting your home. Put out your bingo cards. I think the one that we're going to get now is a player, a dev playing as a player, physically builds, like what is the actual physical materialization of buildings look like. That's what I'm very curious to see. That would be, something that would, I think, satisfy people's sort of questions about, what is the physical nature of the, because we know how Star Citizen is, right? They want to physicalize everything and then become beam gameplay. So is the fucking Pioneer just going to rock up and like beam buildings into existence? How is this going to work? Very exciting.
It better be cool.
Mobile game style, wait 24 hours or make it faster with credits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's funny, bro. Like Star Citizen's the only game
Land
that
claims
like,
and
like a mobile game has to like architect the user experience to like manipulate people psychologically into spending lots of money. They just release the Atlas and they get the same effect because it's essentially just a button that says speed boost.
And Mama Huckabee's second favorite son, Jared.
What a banger intro.
Oh, he's gonna pull a hammy. Chill, bro. Chill.
Oh my god.
He stretched this time.
God damn, Jared. God damn.
Let's connect!
We liked it so much the first time, we're gonna do it again. Now, as the last guy during the pre-show said, day one was focused on the universe that we're creating. Day two is all about the destiny that you forge. Now, a little history lesson here. Back in 2015, the Persistent Universe was first launched. I think it was November or December and whatnot. Everybody remember Port Olisar? Everybody remember that one Big Benny's machine that somehow you could move it? And the Big Benny's challenge of spending hours and hours of just doing this?
Bro just wants to hurt himself, bro.
Trying to get that thing upstairs, downstairs, back into the hab. Shout out to Bad News Baron if you're watching. No, those were the days. Now, since that time, the Precision Universe has grown. It's expanded. 3.0 arrived, and it had a whole bunch of new planets and moons and stuff like this. We've got Microtech, we've got Hurston, we've got Area 18, and what's the last one? We got Lorville. If you live with the developers, they still call them Stanton 1, Stanton 2, Stanton 3, so it's hard getting the two realities to reconcile in your head. But since this time, you've all been visitors. You've logged in,
guys, no more giveaway.
And you've done your thing. You've gone on adventures. You've fought some Xeno threat. You've mined some barrel, apparently, a whole lot of barrel. If we're looking at that trivia from yesterday. But this entire time, you've been visitors. Starting next year, you stake a claim in the Persistent Universe. Starting next year, the Persistent Universe truly becomes yours.
He's not a hype man, by the way.
And we have got a handful of gentlemen to tell you how they're going to do it, how you're going to do it, and how amazing it's all going to be. So please welcome to this stage, Design Director for Star Citizen and Squadron 42, one of my dear friends, one of my DMs. Hey, when are we playing again? That's not a good look. All right, please welcome to the stage, Design Director Rick Porter.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, this guy spoke about engineering.
Thank you, Jared.
Or something.
Thank you, Citizencon. It is an honor to be here. Yesterday, we presented the verse that we're creating for you. We shared new tech, locations, creatures, giant worm, social features, things we're doing with orgs. We even played the first chapter of Squadron 42 live. How great was that? Yeah? Few minor glitches, but nothing we can't sort out.
Hey, Major. Nice to see you, bro.
So today, we got something just as exciting
I just realized
about.
we're doing cameras, apparently.
But instead of focusing on what we're creating for you, we want to show you the world that you can build. With crafting, we're going to give you the tools to create your own loot, to build your own home. Crafting will fundamentally change not only how you play the game, but why you play the game. So, what is crafting? Why does it matter? Why should you be as excited as I am about this? Well, first off, crafting is a profession. It requires its own set of tools, the knowledge of how to use them. Crafting offers progression. You become a better crafter by learning new blueprints and upgrading them. Crafting builds on the existing gathering professions. When you would go out and you collect your materials for crafting, we are adding new depth and meaning to those activities. Crafting provides customization. There isn't just one way to craft something. Like I said, we have upgrades. How you make and upgrade the things you craft is sometimes just as important as what you're crafting. In addition, you can earn cosmetic upgrades, craft unique items, even subscriber flair.
Oh, if you have the recipe.
Nowhere is this versatility more obvious than base building. We're going to have nearly limitless options for how you construct your home.
Maybe the subscriber
how
flair
to
is the recipe.
customize your base to meet your own goals.
That's actually interesting. Yeah.
Most importantly, crafting gives you a lot of new choices. Choices will impact your goals in the game, your interactions with other players, and eventually how you see the game itself. So where do we get started with crafting? Well, you can't craft without materials. Luckily, we've got a lot of ways to gather resources in the game. And crafting is designed to complement and expand on all of these existing gathering professions, as well as future additions. Let's take a closer look at mining as an example. We've got hand mining and vehicle mining and ship mining. That's a lot of mining. But with crafting,
it's only 3.
We're going to introduce a lot of materials. So there's not just more to mine, but we're also going to specialize. So for instance, each type of mining will have its own unique materials to gather.
Dick pick level 5.
Gathering specific materials efficiently will require you to use the right gathering profession. Let's talk about refining. Currently, only mining resources can be refined, but doing so allows you to turn them into more valuable processed resources. With crafting, we're going to expand refining to include options for all raw materials. In addition to expanding the variety of materials you can gather, refining lets you create processed materials that you're going to need to craft your upgraded blueprints. So now that you've gathered all these materials, what do you do with them? Currently, your only options in the game really are to sell them to a shop or maybe complete a contract.
Yeah,
adding crafting to the game radically changes your options. You can still mine, refine, and sell your resources, but now you have the option to make valuable and unique items. Weapons, armor, even vehicles and ships.
Oh, nice, Trippy. Okay.
Right? And by valuable, I mean that the crafted gear that you create has the potential to be better than anything you can buy in a shop.
Nice, nice, okay, interesting.
But crafting just doesn't end with shiny new gear. Think much bigger. Crafting enables you to build your own home among the stars.
And chop a tree.
Yes.
One click at a time.
Choose to make a farm, a hunting lodge, an industrial complex,
also,
your own trading hub, a military outpost, even a sprawling town with your friends and organs.
What do you refine copium into?
It's trading with those.
Got a lot here, but it's all optional. You can choose to focus on gathering resources and sell them to crafters that need them.
Trading with players.
You can skip gathering and refining and just focus on being the best crafter you can be. Or you can leave all that gathering and crafting nonsense to other people and just focus on trade and make some money. But that brings me to my last point. Player choice matters. When a player makes a choice, they assign value. Players' choices about crafting and base building will drive player trade. The community's choices will determine the value of the materials and the crafted goods you can all make. The game will still have its own shops and economy alongside players, but now you'll have more options about where you invest and how you prosper.
I hope so, Scratch. I hope mining is just relevant.
Now, I'm giving you a nice overview of what we're working on here. And we have a lot more planned for the future. But now that you're familiar with the big picture, I want to introduce some of my fellow developers to come up on stage. They've got exciting details to share with you about the specifics of our new crafting systems, important gameplay improvements, and most exciting, I think anyway, an update to base building.
Exactly, Sigma.
To start things off, please welcome Jacob Taylor to the stage.
Let's go, Jacob Taylor. Craft us something.
Yeah. I don't see a computer there, just saying.
Thank you, Rick. And hello, Citizencon.
Gotta play a video, bro. These guys aren't push Cairo.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jacob, Senior Gameplay Programmer on Crafting. Rick has showed us how crafting will link into a lot of existing and new gameplay.
Yes.
But I think it's time we get into some of the details. I'm going to tell you about the new game mechanics we're introducing, starting with blueprints.
It's weird that they said they craft your recipe.
Before you can craft anything, you'll need a blueprint.
I kind of spoke about this
Blueprints
last
provide
like,
the recipe
ways
to
to
perform
acquire
all kinds of crafting processes, including refining.
reputation rewards, buying, looting,
You
and
can
stealing.
acquire blueprints through various activities. Some you can buy, some you can find, and some can be unlocked or earned in other ways. You can also upgrade your blueprints through research. We'll go into more detail about what this
I
means
really
a bit
hope he's
later.
going to get down on his knees and
So,
craft a campfire right there on
Blueprints are the
stage.
recipe, and Rick already told
shit,
us the
that's the pubes.
materials you gather and refine will be the ingredients. But there's a bit more to it than that. We have a new concept for materials.
Is that a new vault
material
pistol?
quality.
I like item
Quality
degradation. Yes,
is a property
dude.
we're adding to all resources you can
Yeah,
gather.
good.
I like
That's an
this.
abstract measurement of how good it is at being
It's like
whatever
imagine
it is.
taking down the worm and you get
You
like
can think
5
of this
shitty
as the
pills and 1 good
purity
pill.
of a
I
metal,
think that's cool.
or the ripeness of
Yeah.
a fruit, or something
RNG,
along
baby,
those
let's
lines.
go.
This quality will be carried forward from raw resources through the refining process to influence what that batch of materials is best used for in crafting. High quality is
Let
more
me post a
desirable
player
overall,
trade with a
but
picture
is
of
more
like
rare,
5 pristine
and
pearls. And
there are still important
Aiden switched
uses
them into
for
a bunch of
low-quality
shit ones.
materials. More on that later. All raw materials you find in the verse will have a quality rating that's generated based on some rules, the same kind of rules you heard about from the Planet Tech team yesterday. You'll find the same material in many places, but with varying qualities, so you might want to explore to find the best. Some materials that are already rare will be even more valuable if you can find them with high quality. But what's quality for? It's for item stats. Alongside quality, we're introducing a new item stat system to the game.
I know where was a big thing they were focusing last time.
This is cool.
This will
Makes me
allow
think of
relevant properties of
Prey.
craftable items to be affected by the quality of materials used to craft them. For resources, just a
integrity in
single
the main
quality
stats,
rating is
so-
sufficient to provide variation. But craftable items have such diverse
Wear
purposes
resistance.
that we need a more
Fire
detailed
chance,
system
bullet
to provide
velocity
both progression
changes.
and
I want an
customization
invulnerable
options.
railgun.
We aim to have a
A
medium
railgun with
But you'll
100%
just
wear
drop through the
resistance,
air.
bro. Let's fucking go.
Some examples would be the damage and fire rate of a gun, the wear resistance of a ship component, or even the satiation provided by eating a hot dog.
God, we need systems with no infrastructure for this to make sense. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Quasi beef.
So, as I said, the quality of materials will directly
upgrade
affect
our
the
hot
item
dogs, that's pretty
stats,
sick.
such that higher quality results in better stats. Most
mustard
items require
cube.
multiple different materials to
RNG
make,
can be good if implemented
which may
well.
each influence
Let's
different
not get ahead of
stats.
ourselves, guys.
Yeah.
And in many cases, you'll have a choice of materials to use, which lets you decide which stats to focus on to tailor your items to your playstyle.
20 minutes to craft that fucking pistol,
Here
dude.
we
It's
see
gonna be
I'm
like a
making
year
a
to
gun
craft a
with
railgun.
high-quality aluminium, giving me a nice bonus to integrity and weight. But someone sold me low-quality copper, so I don't get as much fire rate bonus
Let's not get
as I
ahead of
could have.
ourselves.
To go even further, researching
I mean, people
your
are just gonna
fabrication
min-max this. Nobody's
blueprints
gonna ever make
allows you to
something with
build
low-quality
higher
copper.
tiers of an item with improved base stats. So a
Need
higher
those
tier
more.
item
That's
will
be
be
like
better
that.
than a lower tier
Yeah.
item.
I mean, they said
that
they'd
was
talk
made with
about
materials of
low
the same
quality stuff
quality.
later, so.
Making high-tier items requires more advanced materials, but is
One
also how
cube
you
of space
access
whale
greater
fish.
choice as to which stats to improve. This means that your high-tier items can not only be better overall, but also more specialized in the areas that are important to you. Most items will have tiers 1 to 3,
For
with tier
most
1 being the
items.
most basic version of the item, and tier 3 being a highly
Interesting.
advanced
Dude, this
version
is sick.
made with appropriately impressive materials. But you can also
three
craft
Tier 5.
vehicles.
What is tier
What? Guys, all of your ships that you bought are now obso-fucking-lete, bro. Get fucked. You gotta craft
And
that shit
vehicles
now.
are so important that they will
Dude,
go
if
on
it-
tier
if it
5,
is-
Yeah, vehicle
providing
crafting
a
last
way
year,
for
they
you to
mentioned
really
it
invest
was coming.
in making your favorite
fuck.
vehicles
But I mean, what does it
excel.
look like? That's the big question.
Of course,
I think.
many of you have already bought your favorite vehicles.
But surely you can upgrade
so you
and
don't
not
really need to
craft,
make them from
right?
scratch, right?
Yeah.
Or
I'd
maybe
assume
you've
so.
pirated, salvaged,
Okay.
or otherwise commandeered a vehicle.
Oh, wait,
Nice,
dude.
Not to worry. You can still benefit from crafting by using an upgrade blueprint to increase the
I
tier
love
of an
that.
existing vehicle.
Yes, dude.
including
I'm coming for all your ships.
They can't make your Idris that you bought obsolete and say, no, sorry, to get the best version, you've got to craft it. Of course you've
including
got to
the
upgrade it.
usual stat improvements and
I'm coming
customization.
for your mats.
Upgrading a vehicle can save a lot of time over crafting it from scratch. So it's a convenient way for established vehicle owners to bring the benefits of item stats to their fleet.
Let's be real, he's referring to everybody.
Let's take a look in-game at the difference it makes to have high-tier equipment
What is
made from
crafting from
high-quality
scratch?
materials.
In-game.
See how the recoil is reduced on our high-tier gun.
Dude.
The spooling is faster
Yeah,
on a
boy.
high-tier quantum
Dude.
drive.
But is that a ship or a component thing? You know what I mean?
That's a
Apparently it's ship
component thing.
Oh, so he crafted the
Or-
components to be better, not the ship.
He was saying specifically the
And a
quantum
high-tier
drive
scraper
is
beam is
high
much
tier
more
then.
effective.
Dude, this is sick, bro.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, this is cool.
this is like meaningful gameplay.
That's an overview
Yeah.
of crafting's key game mechanics. I'll now hand over to Torsten to walk you through the full crafting process. Thank you. and
Because
have a
whatever,
good day.
you've got your ships that you finished, fine, but the components you buy or whatever tier they are, but it gives you something to do. Gives you,
Yeah.
like
We've
even
kind of
us as pirates, I mean, like they specifically said, oh, you've
Thank you,
commandeered
Jacob.
a ship by
Hi,
some means.
I'm
Like,
Torsten,
those
lead
mats are
system
weird.
designer of
You
the
wouldn't download a
CTE
car, would you?
system
Oh, I
team.
would.
Yes, we would. I would download a baby and then sell that baby.
We now saw
Yeah,
all
modified.
elements of
Never liked the idea of crafting
looked
ships,
at
but this is
individually.
being handled in a way that doesn't
Let's
make it
bring
just
them
I'm
in
crafting
order
a
how
ship.
you,
But
as
now
the
it's
player, will
you've
experience
got your
the
ship, but you
crafting
can also
profession.
upgrade it.
You will start with acquiring the correct blueprints as the first step in the
I
crafting
downloaded a crab.
process. As Jacob already mentioned, blueprints can be acquired in multiple ways. Let me give you some examples here.
Yeah, of course.
You can purchase commonly available blueprints, earn them from reputation
Yeah,
and
there we go,
mission rewards,
physicalized.
or even find them in loot crates. All content in our game could reward you with a blueprint. Some blueprints will be challenging to find, so players
Remember, boys,
working
if
together may find
Blueprints are
them easier to
physicalized, we
acquire.
can steal them.
While you may find a blueprint on a datapad or other portable device, the blueprint itself is not a physical item.
Oh, it's
You
not.
don't collect them in a box or
rip.
stack them on a bookshelf. Blueprints are digital.
Add it to your library.
Once you claim one, it is permanently added to your personal
Ah,
library.
that's...
Can you
This
trade
library,
them?
Yeah. I mean, that library should be a ship data bank. You know
this
what I mean?
library is persistent to your character,
And
and
can you kill
every
someone and
blueprint
steal
you
their
claim
data and
is
their
yours
mobiles?
forever.
They
cannot be stolen
missed
or traded
opportunities for
once
like
claimed.
systemic and stealing and all that
But
type
it does
of stuff.
not just end with
Agreed.
acquiring blueprints. Those tiers of quality that Jacob mentioned are unlocked through blueprint research. Research requires a research data bank which can upgrade your blueprints.
True, Trippy.
Upgrading here means that you unlock a blueprint that allows you to create a better, higher tier version of the same item using more advanced materials.
Fine, so
Note,
it's the case
you will
of going
still
out and
have
finding
access
them.
to the lower tier
People will
versions if you want to craft the cheaper
find out
version.
where it goes.
In order to upgrade a blueprint, you may need to perform certain actions. In this example, we need to craft 100-volt pistols and have one with a higher fire rate.
What?
Other examples would be
Limited 5
collect
players with volt
resources,
pistols.
That optional
complete
requirement
missions,
seems like
or acquire research data
silliness.
from the Science
Oh,
Guild.
and-
Research is time-intensive,
Practical
in
application
addition to the action requirements.
to help with your research.
It will take
4
time
days,
for the
Minus
research
10%
data bank
research
to
time.
process your
Yeah.
research data and unlock the
Fair
upgrade.
stand there, let me kill you 5
You are
times.
also
Thanks, bro, I
limited
got
in
the- I got
how
the
many
buff.
research
Yeah,
projects
yeah.
you can pursue at once.
Oh no, it can't be the
Now that
same
you have
player.
the
Great,
blueprint
everyone in the
and you
org stands
decided
on
what to
line.
craft, you
Yeah.
also know what resources to look for.
Look, it's going to be
Every
gameable.
blueprint you
Like,
find will have
100%.
unique requirements in their resource needs. It will
If there's a system,
not
you can
just be
exploit it.
you need iron. We want to make use of the professions we have to meaningfully
Smooth,
involve
sir.
them in the
I
crafting
wouldn't
process.
take any stock in
Especially for the
timelines
more
or
advanced
anything that they're
blueprints,
talking about in
you
terms
can
of like
expect
how long a thing
that it
takes to
will
craft
require
yet.
materials from multiple sources.
This is a PowerPoint.
And, as already mentioned by Jacob, pay attention to the quality. If you want to have the perfect item, you also need the best quality. Here, the best way to find the best resources is to get out and explore the world. If you want to find the best hidden materials, then you get yourself a top quality radar. Once you collected the raw materials, the next step is refining them. Refining, like crafting, requires blueprints. Refining blueprints take primary, secondary, and catalyst materials and produce refined materials. The rule is very simple. The quality of the primary raw material defines the quality of the refined material. The secondary material you put in has an impact on the quantity and the time the refining process will take.
Yeah, vertical.
An optional catalyst can speed up the process further. Let me give you a simple example. If you want high quality steel, you need to put in the best iron you have in the primary slot. You can put any quality coal in the secondary slot without affecting the quality of the steel. But the quality of the coal will influence how much of it you need to produce steel. As an example, if you put in low quality coal, you might require 4 SCU of coal versus high quality coal that only requires 2 SCU. This is one of the important use cases for low quality materials that Jacob mentioned. You can use refining stations in the world as they will be converted to this new process. You can build your own refineries for yourself, you can get your org to help you out, or you can simply trade for the materials that you need on the open market. Now, we are reaching the final step. You got the blueprints, you gathered resources, and refined materials. Now you can create the item you want.
How do you get a fabricator?
And this item can be anything. You will be able to craft anything from FPS equipment to vehicle components, even entire vehicles.
Fabricator with
and buildings.
LTI coming to the store near you soon.
You just need access to the relevant crafting machine. Talking about crafting machines.
Yeah, this is a No Man's Sky level of
You'll have a
crafting that I
variety
was
for you
talking
that
about.
differ
I'm
in
going to
what
ignore it
process
the
they
way
can
some
support,
people ignore PvP.
like a refinery or a dedicated vehicle crafting machine. You will also find them in various places.
Did you want to
There will
forge
be
things with a
communal
hammer?
ones like the station refineries you already know.
No, I'll just
Player
buy
owned
things and
that can
find
be in your
things and buy them
personal
from you
hangar, a
specifically.
vehicle, or your base. As all that we have talked about just now, these crafting machines also come in tiers.
Get ready for that markup.
Here, the tiers will affect how well those machines do their job. You will not only progress in the products you produce, but also in the infrastructure to produce your wares. Just to give you an idea what you will encounter, here are some examples of the crafting machines. There is the nutrition fabricator, the chemical fabricator, an item
Holy shit, dude.
fabricator,
Fabrication
and
hanger.
even fabricators of a much larger scale we will talk about later.
Yeah, I was saying, like, where do you craft your size 10 perfect Idris railgun cannon?
Time
Talking
sinks,
about
fuck
scale.
Yep.
I would like to talk about the future of crafting and the scale it will have in the game that you all know, and how it will change the game moving forward. As you all know, we have a lot of items in the game,
like the
and they
collection
all
thing,
require
man. I
their
wish it
own
was
unique
physical.
blueprints. That means our aim is to have more than 1,000 blueprints that include the creation and the refining blueprints. And
It's
each
fine.
of those can be
I just would have
researched
preferred
to unlock
a bigger
tier
puzzle
upgrades
Yeah,
that we can
that's fine.
tier
legitimately
3.
steal.
It's like one less
because
thing to sort
I want to
of
steal
juggle
shit.
physically,
That's
you know?
a lot of blueprints.
Yeah.
And it will surely take a
I'd
lot
be
of
fine
time
with
to
the
unlock
ability
everything.
to copy it from
So
others.
I
Kill,
personally
but
recommend
yeah.
that you, as the
It
crafter
just
you
becomes
are, focus on the
like
specific
it really
field
becomes
first
a balancing
and
thing, right?
extend your
Because if
knowledge
you
from
can
there.
like trade them if the physical
Collaborate
item, it
and
just becomes like,
coordinate with
oh,
your friends
run
and
that
fellow
shit
players.
into the ground quickly.
If you're part of a group, we invite you to share
Also, imagine
responsibilities
you,
So I
with
kind
your
of get it.
workmates.
you spend 20
Maybe
days
you
researching
will
shit,
be
you
the
have the
FPS
blueprint, and
crafter while
somebody
your
steals
friend
it. That's not
is a
cool.
ship crafter,
Nobody would
but
do
they
that
know
shit.
a ship component crafter.
Yeah, I do get
specialist.
it.
Sorry, guys, let
There's
me
a
ask.
lot of content, and
Let's
it
make
will
notes and
continue to
discuss
grow
this after
over
the
time.
panel. There's a lot of talking.
You are
Sorry.
free to be a generalist crafter, a specialist,
And I'm
or
guilty as well.
something in between. Pick the blueprints you care about and be the best. Have an exotic shield generator that no one else has the blueprint for but you. Help others and earn credits while doing so. It is a real profession in the game that will benefit from your dedication and attention. As you can tell, crafting will have a huge impact on everything in the game. Even if you do not want to get actively involved, at some point you will stumble over a weapon that got crafted by someone else and you will be using it. People will start selling their crafting goods or the refined materials or even the raw materials for the sole purpose of fulfilling the demand created by crafting. Players like you can become well-known specialists that are sought out to get certain things crafted from. With the ever-expanding game we all love, we will continuously expand our crafting to offer you long-term progression that involves the entirety of our game. And you might have guessed it already, but there's one more thing that crafting is the foundation of, and that is base building. I will now hand over to Luke. Enjoy the second part of this presentation. Thank you very much.
Show us gameplay! Show us fucking gameplay!
Yeah.
No PowerPoints. Give us something tangible.
A lot to discuss there. I'm sure you're buzzing, bro.
Good morning, citizens.
Guten Abend? It's Abend afternoon. He doesn't want to educate me in German.
Who's excited
Abend is,
to start talking
evening.
about this next topic?
Probably it's not even.
Let's get into it. My name is Luc Gijsbertse. I'm the lead environment artist on base building structures. Now that we have an understanding of the fundamentals of crafting, thanks to Jacob and
Nice,
Thorsten, we can explore how crafting is the foundation of base building. Up until now, everything in the game we made for you. From here on, we will give you the tools to build your own stories, your own homes, and truly make the universe yours. Join me on a journey on building our own habitable home on Pyro.
Hello?
Keep in mind that the following footage is work in progress, including its UI, design, and visuals.
The
and
actual
we're
video,
super
actually
excited
doing the
to
thing,
share this with
not
you.
a PowerPoint.
Let's go!
We found a beautiful location by a lake. This is where we'll build ourselves a home. To do so, we need some resources and the construction graph card. The construction graph card allows us to survey the land, claim the land in a lawful system, and it allows us to build structures. As we've already found the location and don't need to claim land in lawless Pyro, we can straight dive into building our base. Keep in mind, the following UI is work in progress. A survey drone that deploys from the top of the card gives us a controllable augmented view of the land. In the new structure mode, we'll pick a small basic structure and hit construct. For this demo, the construction will be instantaneous.
Work's done.
But in the final product, this will take you quite some time.
Yeah.
We've done it.
It's a
We've
good time to be in
built
Yavakari,
our
guys.
first
Just saying.
structure. Let's have a look on the inside.
I wonder if you can move buildings if you're not happy with your placement.
Yeah.
As we walk into the small basic structure, we see an empty interior that is dimly lit. It's up to us to define what we will use this space for. In our case, we will want to make it into a home.
And then everything's going to
We can see that the lights are still off, and that is a problem. Because no lights means no atmosphere, no breathable atmosphere. So it's not ideal to live in. So how do we solve this issue? We can improve this by providing the building with power. Let's see if we can build something that helps us out. But before we dive into more building, let's take a quick moment to enjoy the freedom that the survey drone provides us with and admire the aesthetics of our first structure.
Is that like his own NPC?
And I wonder what Declan was up doing there.
Oh, is it a player?
Keep in mind that base building is still work in progress, but what you're seeing right now has been recorded directly in the client and works seamlessly between first person and the building mode. Okay, enough. Back to base building. In the list of new structures, we see a small fuel generator. That is something that could solve our problem, I think. Power providing structures need to be hooked up to other buildings inside construction ER mode, but we'll explain this later. The fuel generator is one of several structures that provides power.
Alright, probably a bit too early
with
for
their
them
own
to start talking about
benefits
that
and drawbacks.
level of things yet.
Fuel power is quick and easy to build, but it requires a constant supply of fuel besides its regular maintenance. If a structure is not maintained, it will halt and need to maintain fuses to keep the building operational. The better crafted fuse, the longer it lasts. This is where the fuse goes on this building. Next up, we have a terminal that gives us access to the status of our building. And, more importantly, we get to activate it here.
I claim Brio's Breakyard, fuck you. This is sick.
That should do it. Let's see if we got power in the building
Coming
now.
in 4.0.
As you notice, some of the crates in the background have disappeared, as their content has been consumed during the construction process of the buildings. And it looks like Declan is now hooking up the power to the building.
Shield generators when?
I wonder what he was up to earlier, though.
Yeah.
Protect from all those pesky A2 bombers that Mythologist has a problem with.
Declan has been busy decorating the place. As we can see, the lights are now properly working. We got atmosphere, and we can start to use the item fabricator now that there is power. Always handy in case we need a fuse. Let's have a quick look at what we've done so far. We've decorated the place. We made it our own little home.
Hey, press the button.
We hooked it up with
that's
power.
Not ready yet. Well, none of us is
I
ready
would
yet,
say
but that's not
we
ready
have a
for
place
showing
that we can live in. It might not be much, but
sorry guys,
I think it's just enough to call it a home. Thank you.